TJ.
Yeah.
I noticed you hung up a poster of your favorite movie right behind you, The Black Cauldron.
What happened? No, I didn't.
You did.
Oh,
I noticed that you hung up a poster of your favorite movie, The Black Cauldron.
When I was
no, don't lie.
Wow,
you did it.
TJ, look at it lording over you.
The Amazing Atheist has been known for having exceptional collages behind him in many of his videos, and this takes the fucking cake. This is the best one.
Look at
ever.
Gurgi. Gurgi is sitting right on TJ's head. I mean, can you make the fucking metaphor stick harder?
All right. So I guess we're gonna start the show. I just wanted to get this shot in because it looks good, you know.
Ugh.
So yeah, I guess we'll start the show.
Enjoy the show.
Mother's got beat. What you know about the Antichrist? What you know about it? Yo, it ain't so nice, this whole Antichrist concept that they came up with in the past to frame my ass. Yeah, they think this shit is just a test. Well, guess what, fool? I don't think it's cool. These people don't want me to motherfucking rule this motherfucking world. They don't wanna see me bring about heaven on earth and become your king. So they came up with this concept of the Antichrist to try to frame me and make me look that I'm not a good guy, or that I'm some kind of evil dude. Oh, but that's just so rude. It's my destiny to be the first king of the whole planet Earth, and heaven on earth is what I bring to everyone on this planet. And evil motherfuckers, they just can't fucking stand it, cause they wanna keep enslaving you all. They wanna see you not rise, they wanna see you fall. But not me, I wanna see you succeed. I wanna give you everything you want and everything that you need for free, for eternity. I'll bring about true world peace for eternity. I'm talking about true freedom and heaven on earth. So every day of your life don't have to be a curse, and you don't have to be so depressed. But these people back in the past, they found about the fact that I would be born. So they tried to come up with this bullshit and trying to warn you about a dude that would rise to power and become king and try to shower you with love. And they called me an Antichrist. They tried to say I was evil even though I'm really nice. Yeah, cause I'm the father of Jesus Christ. I'll say it once, and if I have to, I'll say it twice. Because it's true, I'm the king of the kingdom of heaven. I'm the one and only E.L. Yeah, I'm Evan LaFavor. E.L. Don't you see? That's another word for God, cause God is me, and God is advanced technology that I merge my body and soul, so I am in control, and we are gonna bring about true freedom. So believe what comes out my mouth, because oh, don't you know there's a lot of places that we gonna go. Cause it's about time, it's about time. I came to this planet to change your minds, to wake you up to what reality should be. Cause I am sick of seeing all this human slavery. Yeah, I'm sick of you being a slave every day. I think that there is a way better way that we can spend our lives instead of this way. You shouldn't have to work just to have a right to be living your life. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's not funny, because life ain't a game. That's why life is gonna change. You dig?
Warning. The Drunken Peasants podcast is full of comedic exaggerations, independent thought, insensitivity, and other offensive content. We strongly urge all viewers and listeners to keep their brains in their skulls throughout the entire duration of this podcast. Failure to do so will result in immediate death. If you wish to support this podcast, there are several ways to do so. First, you can sign up for a free audiobook trial at audibletrial.com/drunkenpeasants. Audible is the foremost seller of audiobooks today with hundreds of thousands of titles to satisfy all manner of tastes. Second, if you shop on Amazon.com, please use the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of this video. Every purchase you make helps to support this podcast's existence. Third, please peruse our merchandise and see if any of it strikes your fancy. We sell a lot of t-shirts, so we must be doing something right. One more thing before I go. To make an official submission to the Drunken Peasants, whether it be a video for one of our segments, or fan art, or a picture of you wearing one of our shirts, or anything you think we might want to use on the show, that stuff needs to be sent to the Drunken Peasants Facebook inbox. Please do not send correspondence, as this will be deleted unread. With all that shit out of the way, it's time to begin the show.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey, man. You got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be light.
You're garbage.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 311.
Yeah, Scotty's favorite band.
Yeah.
Gotta come original.
You gotta come original. Yeah.
All entertainer, come original. You got to come original. You got to come original. All entertainer. Who are?
For real, guys.
Come right in your ass.
Oh, and we also still have Jim Ass here.
I'm
he
still
decided
here.
to stick around.
James Asserton the third.
He passed out
Did
after
I
the
just
last show
dox
and
you,
just
Jim?
woke
I'm
up.
sorry, James Asserton the third.
God damn it. Paul, you're all mixed up. You don't know what to do.
That's true.
Maybe I should look around and find the person as you, Jim.
What the fuck was that, Paul?
That was lyrics to a fucking
No.
311 song.
No,
you
that
faggot.
wasn't. That was not.
All
You're
mixed
garbage.
up, don't know what to do.
It is.
Think you look around and find a person that's you. Little baby, but the moment will pass.
So just get off of your...
You love 311, TJ.
And let go of regret. What you know that I'm gonna hit that bed. Got to get it. Some of the love my day.
We're just gonna do one quick reminder before we get into the actual show.
Yeah,
here.
buddy.
It's episode 311, and for 1 second, the viewers were 311.
Oh, that was
sort
sweet,
of.
dude.
You know, I know it'll be hard to top 310, but I think we're gonna do it today.
Today seems like
Damn,
a good day,
I don't
guys.
Yep.
Burn a bridge or two.
So here we go. Meet up Albuquerque, Wednesday, February 1st, more than likely.
In Albuquerque.
67
Albuquerque.
going.
67 going, and
78 interested.
78 interested.
So that's way more than enough people to justify a big ass venue. So stay tuned because we'll have one soon.
Give us a fucking we're gonna party down in Mexico.
Albuquerque, the Drunken
Eat
Peasants
some
are
green
coming.
chili.
Yep.
I hear Tuggy might make
Have
an
some
appearance.
Some
Tuggy.
Oh, Tuggy might be there.
Tuggy, tugboat.
We might have some Southwest salsa.
Tuggy.
Oh, yeah,
Tuggy.
man. Sopapillas. All the good shit.
I love Tuggy so much.
You like Tuggies?
Oh yeah.
There's someone you love a little bit more, TJ.
There is.
Gurgi.
Ooh, Gurgi.
All right, tonight is the triumphant return of...
You know, fuck. I got a feeling, though, it's not a troll.
We have two of them. Here's the
the
first one.
I'm feeling is not a troll.
Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I've done a live recording, but yeah, the weather has been really great for my webcam, and we've been on holidays, and yeah, basically have stuff to do, because yeah, I do have a life. Now, as some of you are aware, a while ago I had some Which Anime Girls Would I Do videos.
This just sounds like Asperger's so far.
Okay.
Not a troll so far.
So
dude.
not a troll so far.
It's a anime girls that he would do.
Exactly, right.
Which I was pressed into taking off by certain people. Yeah, obviously you can tell I was not happy about that. Yeah, I just
What
take them down.
the fuck is
But
going on?
I've decided to more or less repost to them. I say more or less because I am going to repost those kinds of videos, but they're not going to be which anime girls would I do videos, because there are apparently people out there who simply would not get it or basically understand. They would take things the wrong way. That kind of thing.
Just 8 people that wouldn't get it out of thousands.
Yeah.
There's only 8 people that wouldn't get it.
Look, I mean,
I'm not going to do that.
No,
but Jim, I think he's kind of right in a sense. I mean, everyone understands when he puts out a list of anime girls he wants to do. I mean, I kind of get what he's talking about.
I was forced to take down the video by
and also
some
because I'm a told that saying "do" makes you sound like an animal, basically, and
makes you sound like an animal.
Did you say Jews are like animals?
No.
What the fuck are we watching? What the fuck did you select, Ben?
So, what I'm going to do is
No, this is just Asperger's syndrome.
Yeah,
So,
this
not a
is
troll?
This is not a troll.
Not a troll.
No.
Jim?
Feels good to be.
He's a troll.
Oh, one vote for troll.
You're outvoted.
Jim Ass, you're an idiot.
TJ?
I think it's a troll.
Yep. It's
Okay.
a troll.
What?
So I have the tie-breaking vote.
Yeah, you do.
What?
Come on, Ben. You know what this is.
So
What
You've
indication?
seen Asperger's
yeah, what
before, Ben.
indication? No.
the record books will show that this was a troll.
No, the record book doesn't show. The
I
record book.
stand with drunk, abusive Jim.
3 easily duped guys.
Yeah,
Convinced
3
it's a troll.
retards
That's what the
and 2 sane individuals.
History will show. Me and Paul will be. The monuments will be built to us like these men recognized trolls when they saw them.
That was just Asperger's syndrome, guys.
I thought about starting a fast food
and this is
restaurant.
not a troll.
I'm sorry, Paul. Are you qualified to diagnose Asperger's? I think
whatever.
not. I
It
think
was something
not.
on the spectrum.
I think not.
I'm going to start a fast food restaurant called Asperger's.
We may not be qualified, but we just have a feeling.
But
No.
You know what?
Deep inside, we know.
Before we do the next troll or not a troll, TJ, what happened to your shirt, man?
Yeah, where's your Gurgi shirt, TJ?
We were all wearing matching Gurgi shirts.
Where's the shirt?
Why don't you wear t-shirt?
Okay, there it is.
There it is. TJ still loves
Would you guys eat at Asperger's?
I don't. How the fuck, TJ? You're such a piece of shit. How could you hate Gurgi? He fucking was a selfless martyr.
Well, you're gonna find out.
Yeah, tonight
we're gonna find out.
He
about me and
saved the
Gurgi.
fucking
I
world.
Unless you want to do that now.
We can do
Are
that.
we doing
now.
that now?
I mean, I'm
No,
down to
let's
do it now.
let's finish troll or not a troll.
tease
And we
it
can do
for a
it.
while.
Gurgi saved the world.
Maybe we'll save that till the end. I don't know.
Got another one, Ben?
Yeah, there's another troll, not a
Triumphant
troll.
return, indeed.
Really glad you brought this segment
Now
back.
this one is not a troll.
Well, let's see what's going on.
What's up, YouTube? This is me, Asian Dave, aka Fanatical for Jesus. I'm coming to you real quick. I want to make a quick video. I just want to talk about. I was just like, I saw on the
guy's
Vice
fake
show,
sincerity
he was
is
talking
killing
about
me.
gun sales.
Hey guys, what's up? Fanatical
Dude,
for
this
Jesus.
is definitely not a troll.
To become our next president.
No, this is a troll.
No, he looks like some
Look at
high
this
school
kid.
kid holding the camera under his desk so the teacher can't see him.
No, this is definitely not a troll, guys.
No, look at this kid. This is a troll.
No.
Let's take a listen to what he's saying here for a second.
Put up with this shit no more.
I think he has Asperger's.
These racist ass caucasoids.
Oh, that was a last
Caucasoids?
Think that they run shit. Well, not anymore. It's time for us minorities to stand up and to pretty much stick up for ourselves, because
to take
this
to the
next
fucking
4 years
streets.
is going
Not a
to be
troll.
hell
It's a troll.
for
Not a troll.
minorities.
It's a troll. Not a
So,
troll.
for you minorities that think
See, the
that this
first one was
company
not a troll,
you
TJ.
or somehow have your best interests in mind, you better wake the fuck up, because they don't. You're going to find out. Shoot, there's already a lot of minorities that are already finding this out the hard way.
Yeah, fight the power, man.
Again, just watch the Vice show.
How would that be?
And you'll see for yourself. He covers multiple stories of minorities who are already being harassed. And
what are we watching?
So what do you think?
Not a troll.
Not a troll.
This is a troll. This is bullshit.
He's not a troll. He
The
has
fake
ass.
sincerity is absolutely fucking stunningly apparent to everybody.
Not a troll. Not at all.
All right. Fair
He's
enough.
a troll. He's not a troll. He has Asperger's.
Thank you.
So
that's 3 votes.
Paul says troll. Okay, so it's already. It doesn't even matter.
Decided.
Yeah,
It's
it's
decided.
Yeah. You guys don't get to pull the second coup.
Not a fucking troll.
Whatever. At least we got to see the right fucking screen once tonight, even if it wasn't for the right video.
Man, Paul just like loses all. Paul just loses everything.
Paul can't win.
Paul can't fucking win, dude.
Paul was
Paul's
right.
a loser.
I voted correctly both times.
Looks like the monument will be made in my honor, Paul.
All right, so do you want to do that now that we finished troll or not a troll, or do you want to?
What's that now?
Do you want to do that thing you were talking about now that we finished troll? Okay,
All right.
go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
So Scotty and Paul, this thing was your baby. So
sure.
Well, it's time, TJ. It is time to experience the NGO, the new Gurgi order, bitch.
Not only that, but it's time, TJ, to admit what has already happened. Because, guys, we've been talking a lot about
He died for
how
your
TJ. Well, TJ got to see today. We just finished recording the Patreon commentary for this month, where we watched one of the finest films ever made, The Black Cauldron.
The finest film,
And by the
Paul.
end of
Correct
it,
yourself.
TJ admitted. What did you rate it out of 10, TJ? Going in, you thought it was a 0.
I did not think it was a 0. I went in probably thinking it was like a 3 or 4. I actually think watching it again, it's like it's more like a 6.
No.
So his heart has warmed, but that is
Above
because
average, you'd say then.
TJ has already been fucked in the ass by Gurgi. We have some pictures of that, and we also have a prize to give away.
It
So
turns
here-
out, I've been sneaking away and letting Gurgi bust a nut at me every now and then. And
Yeah.
it turns out that there were people there with cameras.
Yep. So we're gonna look at the first ones you guys are gonna see here are runners up, and then we will reveal the winner at the end.
The winner of a $200
$200 Amazon gift card, which we will get.
Here it is.
There
so
we
here's
go.
number
Here's
one.
one.
This one is 3D modeled.
Damn, Gurgi is really going.
Gurgi is a leather daddy.
Yeah, this
He
is a
is.
more S&M.
He's a
themed
leather
Gurgi.
daddy Gurgi.
I never realized, but hey, Gurgi
And he's
is
beating
Gurgi.
the shit out of you, TJ.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
Look at
got
the
you
lust
bound.
in his eyes.
I couldn't see his eyes at the time.
In this one, he has mounted you. Look at him.
And I'm wearing my own band
And look,
TJ shirt.
you're thinking of bananas as he fucks your asshole.
I'm actually saying banana.
He's taking Gurgi's banana.
That's a word. That's a speech bubble. That's not a thought bubble.
This is true.
You are just saying banana.
Yeah, I don't. Well,
Like,
I'm
this is-
saying
Look at
a
this
picture
one.
of a banana.
Now this is great. TJ is sucking Gurgi's dick
Hey,
with
my
a banana.
ass is not
Holy
covered in
shit!
My ass is not covered in fucking
Slurp, slurp,
giant
slurp,
zits.
warts and pimples
That's probably
and
being
blemishes.
generous,
You
TJ.
disgusting freak.
God, you're gross,
Slurping
TJ.
on
That's what
fucking
happens when you don't
Gurgi's
wash your
knob.
underwear.
Yeah, if your ass isn't like that,
You know.
how do you explain this? Oh, this one's cute.
They photoshopped that one.
Look how beautiful this
Gurgi
is.
and TJ.
In love forever. Look
Yep.
at the boner in
Look at
Gurgi's pants.
How
That's a fat
adorable.
dick. That's a fat dick.
Yes, it is.
TJ knows,
And
though.
TJ's happy. Well, he's grabbing Gurgi's like, come closer.
Look at this one. Wow. TJ getting straight. Now, this one was close to the winner. I'm going to be honest.
TJ cooking Gurgi a little food.
The winner
making
just
some
edged
dinner.
this one out, but goddamn, getting booty bopped.
Is the next one the winner?
I don't know.
Well,
the
no.
last
Let's
one.
see.
The last.
Well, no.
I told you which one Ben was the winner.
Yeah, I put it at the end.
Okay. Nope.
Nope, looks like there was
But
more.
here, look, I love this one because it's on the space station. Worf is saying, TJ, you are without honor.
You are.
And look,
I like
we get
this one.
we get an X-ray of inside TJ's ass where Gurgi is fucking
And
him
there's
with a
a
banana.
banana.
And Gurgi says, Gurgi knows you keep your munches and crunches and that, TJ. This one's great.
Gurgi's dick just happens to look exactly like a banana.
This one is also great. Gurgi is fucking TJ.
He's fucking cutting to TJ's side. He's fucking him so
And
hard.
look at his face. Whatever. It's great.
After a long day.
Look at Gurgi. Woo! He's like, yes!
Gurgi's so fucking horny, dude.
Let him go for a ride. What do you know?
And this is the winner.
Oh,
This
yes.
is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the background. The nukes have flown, and TJ's missing.
on his phone. Well,
So it's like TJ got to go to his space station, and Gurgi's there fucking his ass, and he's really regretting.
and we're playing in the background.
And we're in the background talking about it and laughing and having fun, and TJ wishes he was there. So there you go. That's the winner. The winner's name is I can't remember, man. I named the. Well, we'll get in touch with you tonight. $200 is yours.
I have contacted him, so he knows he's won.
Fantastic fucking work, man. That's awesome.
TJ.
Yeah.
Dude, can you bring up that last one for a second again, Ben? Just
I can't bring that one up specifically because
it's all good.
It's like a playlist. So
people have seen.
Hey, TJ.
Yeah.
I was talking to Gurgi earlier, and he's told me something. He said, the space station is nice, but with just you and him, get a little lonely.
Yeah.
It's a little lonely, TJ. Gurgi need another friend on this
Yeah, you're not enough to satisfy
gonna have some new
Gurgi
friends soon, TJ.
Oh, really?
on your space station.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gurgi.
yes. Well, Gurgi is very sociable, so Gurgi need other friends than TJ.
I know that's part of why TJ crashed the car. He's probably sitting there like, God damn it, they're fucking up my space station.
All Gurgi wants are friends.
Ugh.
And I'm telling you, TJ, you thought that tonight it was over. You were like, oh, yeah, I got through this. It's only the beginning, TJ.
Oh, really?
It never ends.
Yeah.
There are so many characters that you have spurned that you're going to be forced to see on Patreon Hangouts, TJ.
Oh, that's
You are without honor.
You are without honor, TJ.
All right, moving on.
You had your chance, TJ.
Oh, shit. It's a
You
political
had
day,
your
guys.
fucking chance.
It's a political day, guys. It's a puking dog day, guys. Woo!
Puking dog. He's a beautiful dog. Gay.
All right, truck crashes into Berlin Christmas market.
Now that's gay. Dude, that is so gay. You ever notice that?
It's
someone
gay.
crashing that fucking truck.
So
into
how many
9
months
people.
has it been since Nice?
7,
five or something.
6, 7 months.
It was like during the summer.
It was during the summer, so it's like 5 or 6 months.
5 or 6 months. So we already have a major copycat, another successful copycat killing. Let's see if they say anything about it being Muslim.
Do they even need to say at this point?
Yeah.
Oder vielleicht mehr dahinter
No, they speak German, so.
There's like bullet holes maybe in the front of
sehr
that.
grausames Bild.
The devastation is pretty obvious.
The Christmas market is a popular attraction located in the western part of the city.
I've read about these. They're very common in Germany, I think.
Berlin police have confirmed that at least 50 people are injured and at least 9 are dead. And
So tons of people injured, 9 people killed.
A co-driver died on the scene.
Bunch of people dead. Yeah,
Whatever. I guess no news at this time because we just pulled that video. So no news at this time whether or not it was Islamic. But I'll let you guys kind of make guesses if you want.
Well, let's see what else we can find really quick. Let me see if I can pull
I don't like
another
the
one.
fortune tell, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Let's see what Fox News says about it.
Yeah, because they would report the Muslimness before anyone else.
Yeah.
Are you going to get that? All right, sweet.
Muslamistan, dude.
Give me pizza.
We're ordering pizza, everybody.
Where did the cheese go?
ZZA.
What's going on, Fox News?
Let's see what's on Fox. I don't even see. Where's the
Fox
News? Do they have a story about it?
Oh, they definitely have a story about it, dude.
There's some. Yeah, I don't see anything that mentions the attacker yet. But it's not like that was the only terrorist attack that happened today.
Yeah, we do have another video.
Mohammed, what exactly was the gunman saying?
Well, Zane, this translation of what the gunman said is going to be so key in determining his motivation, and it reveals so many clues in terms of how this was able to take place and why this was able to take place. We saw that chilling video just moments ago that you aired, and you can see the gunman actually behind the ambassador opening fire. Clearly, this was a targeted attack. One shot to the...
I mean, obviously it was. I mean, he knew how to get close to this person, and he's waiting for his opportunity.
For a lot of fucking Muslim radical people and sympathizers of such, this guy is now a fucking rock star.
Oh, yeah,
stomach area. It looks as though it was a shot close to the heart area. And this is what he says. He says, Allahu Akbar, which means God is great in Arabic. He says, do not forget Aleppo. Do not forget Syria. Do not forget Aleppo. Do not forget Syria. Then he waves his gun. It looks like he's waving his gun in the air, and he says, get back, perhaps referring to the other people in the room. But then he continues, and this is what he says in Turkish. He says, only death will remove me from here. Everyone who has taken part in this oppression will one day pay for it. Now, the fact that he has said during this attack that only death will remove him from here is an indication that, from his perspective, this was meant to be a suicide operation from the beginning. This attacker clearly knew that he wasn't getting out of this building.
Most people who do something like this pretty much acknowledge going into it that, yeah, I'm going to die too.
I mean, this really is kind of a... We talked about it a little bit in the car ride over here to the studio tonight. This is really kind of a chilling thing. Because this is the first time I can remember that, you know, in such a very public way, with these pictures behind it, it seems more powerful knowing the media and the way it works. I can already see this dude's pictures, some of these pictures of him holding the gun up and stuff on flags in Muslim countries being carried as a martyr.
Yeah, you know what?
Of course.
I mean, this is all. You realize this is all just a false flag operation, though, right?
No, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is like, we just saw a story about a truck driving through a crowd of people. May or may not be Muslim. That happened about 6 months ago. Now we've got a government official of a foreign power being assassinated openly in public.
Yeah, so what you're saying is that you can't just even look at these attacks as a standalone action. You got to look at them as like prototypes for future attacks.
And that's really what these things are, man. Everybody wants to do that truck shit now. You know what I mean? In the in the radical Muslim world, everybody wants that cover. And this guy did even better. He used one bullet, killed one guy, but gave people a fucking symbol that is going to cause more of this shit to try.
It's a false flag.
Dude, it's a false flag. The propaganda is extremely important to these movements.
Dude, that's just Joaquin Phoenix and a little bit of fucking face paint, dude. What are you falling for?
Nope.
So, as you mentioned, some of the key phrases to come out of that translation was that he said, don't forget about Syria, don't forget about Aleppo, and he repeated those phrases.
Are we just going to ignore the Allahu Akbar?
Yeah.
I mean,
so as investigators work to piece together
it's in quotes down on the
who
bottom.
this assailant was, what his motivations were, what exactly are they going to be looking for?
Oh, it's all about Aleppo. It's all about Syria. I'm sure that is a factor. He said it.
Obviously, that's part of his motivation.
The first words out of his mouth are God. God.
But what system has led him to these conclusions being the correct ones?
Looking for out of the words that he said.
Well, they're going to be looking for links to other known groups. They're going to be looking at links in terms of whether this person had any previous training. Did he have any police training, any military training?
Clearly now. I did hear.
Are we joking here that this guy is probably not affiliated with ISIS?
This guy's an off-duty police officer.
He's in Turkey.
I mean, this is an older
country that has a very porous border with Syria.
Yep. The latest and greatest on this guy, guys, is that he's an off-duty police officer, and we kind of drew some conclusions in the car that may or may not be true, that as an off-duty police officer, he was hired as some kind of security detail for this Russian ambassador.
It's possible.
And he also had ties to fucking ISIS and decided to make something happen in a big way and put a bullet in somebody's head and died today.
The video, he knew how to use a firearm. This wasn't somebody who was inexperienced.
I mean, clearly not.
Jihad means peaceful struggle.
Okay.
Was that the truck of peace that crashed through Berlin today?
Yeah, well, it was the truck of pieces. Pieces of people flying in all directions.
Here's a War on Christmas segment.
Because that's what really matters.
War segment tonight.
It does.
The War on Christmas heads to Sin City. Atheists have taken their anti-God show to Las Vegas and other cities across America with signs featuring creative messages like this.
Heathens greetings.
Greetings.
Oh,
monsters.
no! No!
Someone might see this.
Don't bother covering the fucking terrorist attacks. This is what really matters.
I like how it's
heathens greetings.
It's atheists who are against God. You're talking about an anti-theist. You're talking about someone.
Whatever. Who cares? Anybody can buy a billboard with an inoffensive slogan on it.
Heathens greetings. Is that really such a fucking you can't stand
don't you guys
seeing
hate
that?
Don't you guys hate seasons greetings anyway? Because you'd rather Merry Christmas be the thing. So what do you care if an atheist besmirches what you're already arguing against?
Yes, Virginia, there is no God.
Cool.
Merry Christmas to you, too. Joining us now from Madison, Wisconsin, of course, is Annie Laurie Gaylor, the co-president of the Freedom from Religion Foundation, which bought the ads. Annie Laurie, how you doing? Merry Christmas, by the way.
Well, Merry Winter Solstice.
You almost said it. Annie Laurie, you almost said Merry Christmas. I caught you.
Today?
It was coming off,
no,
tripping
it's
off your
the
tongue.
Winter Solstice. today. It
Okay,
is the
okay.
natural holiday, the reason for the season.
I don't think it is the
That's right,
solstice.
because a lot of people would care about the winter solstice.
Who cares?
This is a stupid thing.
Oh my god, this is so dumb.
I almost got you. I almost got you to say it. What does that even fucking prove?
You open your mouth and an
You know
M
what?
came out.
If,
So
if I
you
was on the
almost said Merry
show,
Christmas.
if I was on the show, I'd be like, "Why am I? What, Merry Christmas? Why is it Christmas? It's not okay." But even if it was, I don't give a shit about saying Merry Christmas. What power does that have?
Yeah. Like, when is it too early to say Merry Christmas? Like,
never. America loves Christmas.
Well, there are two
I think it's
answers to that
earlier.
question.
people would think you're crazy if you're saying Merry Christmas in July.
No, because then you just say Christmas
That's
in
not
July.
true. There are two answers to that
Christmas in
question,
July.
according to Americans, right? And both are Christians, right? You can start saying Merry Christmas if you're a retail outlet, like right after Halloween. But if you're not a retail outlet, you probably shouldn't start saying it until after Thanksgiving.
Cool. Now we know.
Why not just say it on Christmas Day?
Well, you know, also you have to say if someone says "Have a Merry Christmas," that makes a lot more sense than just saying "Merry
Yeah.
Christmas." Merry Christmas implies it is Christmas.
Ben is like
Or
fucking
Happy Christmas.
Scrooge McGrinch and shit, so he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Ben doesn't feel the love and the spirit of
Ben
Christmas.
doesn't feel the spirit of togetherness that
Ben, did you tell us that you think Christmas is a fucking massive waste of time and money?
It's a magical time, Ben.
It's the most
Ben hates
wonderful
Christmas.
time of the year.
Darn.
It'll be over soon.
Carolers caroling and
Oh, it
all
never
the
really ends, Ben.
It never ends, Ben, because you know
maybe,
what?
Maybe for the people that never take the lights off their house, they're like, "Oh, I'll just leave it up till next year."
Blurry
Fuck
Ben.
yeah, dude.
We got Blurry Ben now.
Am I
Blurry
blurry?
Ben doesn't
Yeah,
like
you are.
Christmas. Sad. Low energy Ben.
Low energy Ben, blurry, unfocused show.
Unfocused blurry Ben doesn't like Christmas.
I just can't believe Ben doesn't like Christmas,
Sad.
man. That's very sad. It really is. I mean, like, no.
Another
joking aside,
show
that's
where
sad,
Ben lacks focus.
Oh,
Hampshire
fuck.
College has removed all American flags from its campus after a recent incident in which unnamed students pulled down the flag
I
the
would say
night
I'm
before
definitely more
Veterans Day
focused than you,
and set
TJ.
it on fire.
Oh, no, I'm
Henceforth,
like a
says the
laser,
school's
dude.
president, no American flags will be flown on campus. Getting rid of the flag, he wrote, and I'm quoting, will enable us to instead focus our efforts on addressing racist,
Right, like
misogynistic,
for instance, right
Islamophobic.
now I'm focused on like how is this dog turd actually speaking right now?
Good point.
And then I realized, like, oh, I'm staring upon the face once again of Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, I was thinking too. I was thinking, doesn't this dog turd usually come in a bow tie? And then I realized that, oh yeah, Tucker now wears a normal person's tie, but he still does whimsical colors though.
So some college took the flag down. Okay.
Cool. Rock on.
Anti-immigrant, anti-Semitic, and anti-LBGQ rhetoric and behaviors.
TQ.
Joining us now is
Yeah.
Hampshire College student Daniel Vogel, who was in favor of removing the flag, though didn't burn it. Daniel, thanks a lot for coming on tonight. So I want to read you a quote
Ooh, I can't wait
from
to
you.
see
This
him
is to
make
the
his fake
Amherst
face.
Bulletin, and you said, think about the groups who use the flag, from police officers to the U.S. Army. These are the forces on the ground that make oppression happen. Now, the obvious point is, obviously, if the police and the Army were to go away, sensitive college students like you would be eaten alive. Let me ask you a deeper question, which is, you find America
Let me
unfair.
fuck on you and then ask you a
What's
question.
a fairer country? Can you think of a country where you'd rather, for example, go on trial for a felony?
There's probably several.
Yes.
Prepare for this. Prepare for douchebag face.
Can I answer his questions before this guy does?
Oh, God.
At least this one.
Okay, sure.
You have 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Sweden.
Go.
Okay, there you go.
Sweden.
Well, first off, Tucker, I'd like to thank you for having me on your show. As
Oh,
a
it's my
history
pleasure.
major like yourself,
Oh shit!
I think
Tucker started doing the face, and he's like, "Oh, he's complimenting me," and then he's like,
Yeah, now he's got a real smile.
His little smile, the little Tucker smirk comes on his face.
Yeah, that's when you actually see real emotion from Tucker. Ooh, flattery.
Flattery.
I don't mind if I do. Oh.
we both recognize that conversations like this in the media are one thing that move this country forward. And as a student working hard to become an American history teacher, I'm really excited to show this interview to my future students as representative of the difficulties of the democratic process. I think to respond to your question, there isn't really a country I'd rather be tried for a felony in.
Really?
There's the face.
Yes, you're wrong.
Why not? Yeah, there's some other countries I'd rather if I was facing like some serious, if I did something fucking wrong or was accused of something wrong.
Dude, like
there's other
yeah, didn't you see the Swedish prison that had like the recording studio?
Oh yeah, what the
and,
fuck
like,
is wrong with Norway? I think of Norway, or it might have been
Norway,
Sweden. They're
Denmark,
very similar.
Finland.
I want to go to
all of these places.
I want to go
better.
to one of these countries where you axe murder a bunch of people, and then they're like, "All right, you got to go in this place for 12 years and have a recording studio and stuff."
Like a place where a guy like Varg Vikernes can get out of jail at some point.
Yeah, or like even Anders Breivik ain't fucking
no, he'll get
too
out.
much.
He'll probably
no, he's
walk
never
the streets alive.
He's never gonna get out.
Maybe
he's never gonna get out.
But
who knows, dude?
he's not gonna live in suffering for the rest of his life.
Nope. He's
like he
reading
would in the
books,
American
and he's got
judicial
internet
system.
access, and he's got access to therapists and exercise, and he isn't treated like a fucking complete garbage.
Well, yeah, because
just because he did something reprehensible.
And the vast majority of those people eventually are going to reintegrate with society.
Why would you
That's
ever
the
choose
idea.
to be tried here where you get butt fucked on the daily?
Yeah, why would you want to go? You know what I want to do? I want to go to American
Dude, we have
prison.
people, because of the way our laws are structured, there.
Because I hate to tell
Paul, like the state you lived in, 3 strikes. You steal a slice of pizza for your third strike.
Yep.
30 years.
I hate to tell soft little prospective fucking history teacher boy here this thing, but like if you fuck up one day in college and kill somebody drunk, you're going to jail and you're going to get your ass fucked. If you did that in Sweden or Denmark or Finland or Norway, you just go away for a while to a nice place and learn your lesson. Retard. Tucker face, by the way.
I really doubt that it's not really about me, you know. It's about black people and people of color in this country who, if they were tried for a felony, are much more likely than me to be put in prison for that.
Okay,
and I'm sure
then
there are
I'll shift the question there. And by the way, I'm not arguing, never would argue that there aren't inequities here, that it's a perfect country or anything like that. Of course not. But is there a country in which African Americans would stand a chance of a fairer trial than the United States? Is there a fairer country? I mean, I guess my question is, like, do you have perspective on the world? When you say that all police and all cops are bad, do you really know what you're talking about?
He didn't say that.
Yeah, this is.
He said that cops use the symbol of the flag, and so burning that flag can symbolize opposition against those forces that he feels cause oppression throughout the world. And I think some of that bears truth. Maybe it's a little over dramatic, but yeah.
Yeah, but Tucker Carlson, he wants to put words in people's mouths.
Of course he does.
He wants to be like, "Oh, so you're saying this?" It's like, no, I didn't say that. Fuck you.
Perspective on the world. Yeah, I'm well aware that the United States is militarily involved in over 7 different countries right now. Beyond Iraq and Afghanistan, they're involved in Libya. They're involved in plenty of countries in Africa. We have drone bases across the world, and I think that the U.S. Imperial Forces are really the main force in the world right now.
Dude, if you're gonna bring up that there's 7 places where we're interfering,
Imperial is implied. You don't have to call it. It's not Star Wars.
Dude, like we're totally imperial, dude. Imperial,
the
like
U.S.
the
Imperial forces headed by Darth Trump. Come on, dude.
Dun Trump.
Using military force to oppress people, and I think that while that's like a useful question to ask, like which country would I rather be in? I'd rather that we focus on this country and how we can, fix and improve this country.
But why
removing
is
the flag
it?
isn't just.
By the way, there is a Darth Trump video, and it's really funny.
Awesome.
Because they just took clips from Star Wars, and they put the Darth Vader voice effect over clips of Trump talking, and it's really hilarious.
Awesome.
Okay, I get it, but and I think we should fix and improve the country.
Tucker,
But you're basically saying the flag represents evil to the extent that it shouldn't be flown. And my question is, why is it always rich kids who make that point? Why is it always kids from a $62,000 a year college like Hampshire who are making that point? None of the workers who you claim to be representing ever say that. You never see anybody at a trade school burning the American flag. Have you noticed that? I'm not making this up in my mind, am I?
What?
That's because a bunch of fucking people at a trade school can't afford to fucking.
Yeah, they don't have the time.
Man,
they don't have the fucking time or the luxury to fucking do that.
You know that Rolling Stone song, "You Can't Always Get What You Want"?
Yeah.
I hope that this kid says, I'm a scholarship student and I grew up really poor and I go to the, you know what I mean? I hope he can credibly say that, because that would be the perfect rebuttal to what Tucker just spewed.
I don't think he's going to say that.
No, you can't always get what you want.
Let's see what he has to say.
All right.
I think that you're more likely to pick up a story in which rich kids do burn a flag on the basis that we have more access to the media. I mean,
so
the flag burning wasn't
really. So you think it's like your average HVAC repair school? They're burning the flag.
Well, I mean,
there is some
What does that have to do with anything, you piece of shit?
Yeah,
Who cares?
HVAC techs are burning flags.
You know, as Fox News is typical and most media outlets do, he's basically just now creating this. Oh, it's not it's not a normal person doing this. This is some rich yuppie kid.
Exactly.
And honestly,
Out of touch.
He played.
Don't understand the working man across America.
The student played it horribly.
What
Oh,
got
we're
to
more
sweat
privileged.
for
So
his
yeah, that is
bread.
true. That's a terrible response.
No, the politics of this country are divided by class, and there is like a definite inequality in terms of where liberal thought is.
Do you live in a
and
capitalist
I think
society?
that
It's unequal.
no matter the question of the class of the students who did burn the flag, and I would say that Hampshire College is fairly generous in terms of its financial aid circumstances, and while I don't know the student that burned the flag, I also don't know the class that they did come from.
Really? Because I have some sense. What's the median family income in this country? Do you know?
The median family income in this country.
Yeah. What does a median family make? Yeah. It's.
I think it's like 50.
Do you know this random statistic that I fucking have?
A little lower than 55.
Much less
family in this country.
Yeah, it's much less than 1 year of your
$60,000.
schooling. Yeah, of $62,000, which is what you pay or your parents pay for you to go to Hampshire School and burn the American flag. It's much less than that. And so I just wonder if you understand the bounty that you have, the good deal that you have, the excess that you're benefiting from.
Hold up. Isn't the fact that the median family in this country makes less than it costs to go to a good school a reason to burn the fucking flag, Tucker? You smug cunt.
Yeah, Tucker, how much money do you make a year?
A lot.
TJ, can I ask you a question?
Let me look up his net worth. Yeah, you go ahead.
You said on a show earlier that you had purchased a flag that was en route to you.
Yeah.
Will you wait till I'm back in fucking Seattle to burn it so I can take part?
I'm waiting for Trump to make it an issue again, and I know he's going to because I've felt the rumblings of it from his campaign. They've made several statements to that effect.
I hope I'm not gone when it happens because I really want to burn a fucking flag.
Whenever Trump actually tries to make issue of it, that's when I'm going to burn it. And then maybe I get to be on Tucker Carlson. Only I want to be in studio so I can smack his smug fucking face.
Let's make an announcement really quick before we move on. On January 18th, a long-requested guest, Shoe on Head, will be on DP.
Wowza.
Shoe
So don't
on
miss
head
that
on
shit.
the DP show.
We're having a lady. We're gonna have to dress up, guys. We're gonna have
Should I dress up?
Get clean cut, man.
We may have to.
Yeah.
Like we got a lady coming.
You gotta wear a tux, Paul.
Shoe on head.
You want me to wear a tux, TJ? Paul, you want to wear a tux? We're gonna wear tuxes then, TJ. Fine.
Well, hopefully I'll be here by January. So you want to rent a tux, TJ? I'll wear a tux for Shoe.
Yeah, dude.
Hashtag tuxes for Shoe. Let us know if you guys think we should do it. I mean, we're all gentlemen here. We don't want to have a podcast with a guest that's uncomfortable, and I want to make her feel like should we get some candlelight maybe for that episode? What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, dude.
I think you need a top hat too, Paul.
Well, we'll see if we can rent one. I would love a top hat.
Also, I was recently contacted by Zach Knight.
Cool.
Oh shit.
The Zach Knight.
The Zach Knight.
Are you sure it was the Zach Knight?
Are you sure it's not a troll impersonator of Zach Knight?
It's real.
It's
a
Zach
Jesuit
Knight,
clone.
And recently, Gail has changed her mind and decided that we are not Jesuits. And wants to do an interview.
Are you serious?
With DP.
That is the biggest news we've gotten all year.
That's crazy.
Already this episode dwarfs 307 and 310. Gail on hashtag Gail on DP, dude.
Yeah.
She's coming.
Well, we haven't made it happen yet, but
don't fuck it up for us, assholes.
Yeah, fuck all.
Don't make her think we're a Jesuit, you dicks that are already trying to think about doing that.
There's a lot of questions I have about Brent Spiner and his clone.
I do too.
I mean, so wow,
it's gonna be epic.
It'd be a privilege if we can interview
Brent
Gail.
Spiner. More than meets the eye.
He didn't have to do this.
Oh shit.
Because obviously Soros and the usual suspects target you because they ran Obama. But Sheriff Joe Arpaio and Mike Zullo did it. And they had the UN come after him, lawsuits, you name it. Now, years after, they've had top forensics labs come out and say, definitely it's fake. Now, listen, folks, they put it in multiple layers, so you know it was fake. We learned later. It's good to investigate the birth certificate, in my view. But they did it just to become this whole honeypot, which is good we covered it.
Fucking honeypot.
From the fact that we believe his dad was really Frank Marshall Davis, and we know he has all these weird aliases. He converted to Islam. He wears an Islamic ring. All of this is real. He put in his Harvard law review that he edited as the editor that he was born in Kenya.
Why are we still talking about this?
Who the fuck knows, dude?
I mean, he's gone.
Dude, Alex Jones is.
Because Alex Jones has Benplex to sell.
You know what?
Screenshot.
We have the fucking wheel of torture, but that's what Alex Jones has for like his insanity shit, like vampires, one world government, Illuminati, and he just spins the wheel.
Sprinkle in a little Soros.
Yep.
Give me a little bit of Hillary,
dash of Soros,
reptiliism,
throw
vampires,
a little Benghazi,
little vampire,
border, gun issues, mix it all up.
Little stench of evil. Boom, we got a story.
And get the birther issue. Dude, see if we can just squeeze this birther lemon anymore. Maybe get a fucking few more drops out of this.
I wish we could put this screenshot next to that picture of John McCain where he's doing the pirate thing. Like
someone out there could do it.
Yar.
His wife in 2007 in speeches, we played him, said, hey, my husband was born in Kenya on purpose to then put out the fake.
Oh, my God.
Okay, you know what? I don't even want to watch any more of this because it's been beaten into the ground. Obama was not born in Kenya.
No, he wasn't.
There's newspapers from the day he was fucking born.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers.
Birth certificates.
Okay, whatever. Well, you're sheep.
Parties to the fact.
You're
sheep. Come on.
You're sheep. You're sheep.
Quit being stupid. This issue was put to bed 1,000,000 years ago.
Why would just lead you to the slaughter where you belong, dude?
I can't believe, and he's not even president anymore.
They're gonna fucking build mega cities for vampires.
Yeah, but he's
on his way
out. He's a month away from not being president anymore.
Whatever, man. His legacy of destruction is set in place, TJ. It is set in stone.
Legacy of destruction.
So I guess we have a lot to talk about in our other segments.
Woo.
So
other segments.
Yeah, so we're gonna move on to that here.
Bye,
individual situation. Check out the beautiful asshole.
It was such a pleasant day.
Keane segment situation.
All right, day that goes by that the manatee doesn't touch, Scotty.
No, there's actually been quite a bit going on.
There really has, and I don't know how much. I don't know how much I can talk about. Honestly, last night I talked a little bit on my Periscope with Scotty. You know, I talked with Scotty first, revealed some basic shit that's been going on behind the scenes, and it's kind of out in the open now. So, whatever. Maybe this video's about it.
Let's just take a look at what we got here.
The irony here is unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
It really is, guys.
Fair euros.
I want to
fair euros, but only for me.
What's up, TJ?
There's just so much about this.
I mean, I'd like to tell my part of it, but when you want that to happen, or if you want it to happen on this show, I'm fine with it.
I want to read what I got from Brett Keane this morning.
Okay, go ahead.
Fair enough.
This
morning?
This is this morning.
This morning.
Sunday. Well, no, Sunday.
Oh, Sunday, okay.
So he wrote me this late last night.
Recently.
Yeah, very recently. I tried my damn hardest to get along with you guys. But I'm sick of you lying your ass off about me. Joseph and Peyton agree. Ben lied.
That's not true.
No one ever dropped any docs. This whole time you guys lied and caused me hell. I'm deleting you. You're not a good person and enjoy hurting people.
Okay, well, I do want to say that I have been in contact with Peyton, and he says that Brett doxed us.
So let me tell you. Can I tell the latest real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
It won't take a long time.
Yeah, I think people need to be caught up to speed on this.
Yeah, go ahead,
I really won't. And I'm just going to be very frank, because all you have to do with Brett is tell the truth.
Go ahead,
about
Frank.
It. So here it is. Brett Keane, Joseph Martelli recently posted a picture on his Instagram with an address on it. And it's a picture of a building in Bellevue, Washington. And this has been passed around a lot. That picture is of the building that I have secured an apartment in. So Brett has made these videos over the last couple of days where he interviews Joseph Martelli as if that is proof that he did not dox anybody. And while those interviews were going on, a picture of my home was up on Joseph Martelli's Instagram, and to my knowledge still is. Now, the address isn't dead on balls, but it's the address of the front of the building I live in Bellevue, Washington.
By the way, meanwhile, Brett has actually had Joseph Martelli come on his show and announce that the Drunken Peasants are liars when they say that Brett
innocent.
gave Joseph our docs before, which is something we discussed on the last Mind of the Manatee.
And you know what he kept doing?
But now there is video of Joseph Martelli admitting he got it from Brett Keane. Someone had a conversation with him, and it was first accused of being a Photoshop, but then they showed their phone, and they showed, no, it's not.
No,
Here,
it's
you
not.
can see.
It's not a Photoshop, but another thing is,
So
look,
Brett has been fucking caught once again.
If me and TJ are accused of something, we can't just turn to each other and go, well, we're both innocent, so we're innocent. Like, Brett, that's not really proof. You're not proving that you guys didn't do something. There is proof that you did it.
Keane.
You've asked for the proof. You don't acknowledge the proof. You don't acknowledge any fucking faults or wrongdoing ever. That's fine. But that reality is evident, Brett. You can try to spin these lies however you want, but the truth is evident to anyone that wants to go look and see what happened.
And you know what the thing is?
You're not as thick as you
with
think.
Brett Keane, you don't even have to retaliate in kind. All you have to do is just talk honestly about the shit that he does. Brett, it is barefaced and naked that you gave my address to Joseph Martelli. Fuck yourself, you disgusting sewer swamp smelling manatee. Don't unblock me, faggot.
Martelli here. About his lies.
What lies would exactly that be?
The entire... You want to go down the
every
fucking
word you've
list?
ever said in your life, you dumb shit.
Every single thing I've said in my life. Oh boy. I didn't realize they've known me all my life. How about that?
Plagiarism, the domestic violence charges.
You denying right to our face that you gave Joseph Martelli our address when we've talked to him.
Bullshit.
And Joseph...
Have you guys noticed that they haven't given any kind of proof of such a thing?
Just did.
Have you noticed they keep making the accusations, saying that their docs were dropped, claiming that I did that, but they have not shown any kind of evidence for it whatsoever?
Just did.
Yeah, just saying.
And we know.
Brett, come on now. Didn't you say you were going to stop doing a video on DP?
Yeah, didn't he? Well,
What does it matter?
Only 50 fucking times, Jim.
The manatee. It's not like the manatee's ever kept his word on anything, even to himself.
Nothing. I wish I could just say
Joseph Martelli himself has publicly announced. This is important. This is where he claims I said there was a video of Joseph saying this, but I was talking about the Instagram post. Announced that Brett gave him our home addresses.
Joseph Martelli here. I've seen that the Drunken Peasants uploaded their own personal clip of me, or me on their podcast or something like that.
No.
I'm not sub to them. I don't listen to them. I don't watch
Yes,
them.
you do.
Just
Yes, you do.
obviously
Yes,
seen
you
them on the
do.
internet.
Yes, you
They're
do. You
famous.
crazy fuck. Go away.
Joseph Martelli, you punk ass motherfucker. If you want to come see us, why don't you come out to Columbus and come see us?
Yeah, come out to Columbus, Joseph.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're such a man, Joseph. Come to Columbus, man.
Why are you scared, Joseph?
It's cold here in Columbus, Joseph Martelli.
Why are you scared? Go to Late Night Slice.
Yeah, we'll meet you there tonight. Hop on the bus, faggot.
But outside of watching this video or this clip or something like that for like 10 seconds, that's all I gotta say is have a great day. Peace.
What?
Joseph, I wish that's all you had to say.
That
I really
proves
do.
something, Brett. Fuck you, you dumb manatee.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, behind the scenes, we've got the truth about you, you sewer dweller. Fuck off. Don't unblock me, Brett. I'm going to keep telling the truth about you on this, but don't tweet me. Don't DM me. Don't unblock me, fat boy.
He demanded an apology from us and said we were.
He'll never get one.
Can't remember what he said.
Hey guys, you know how I gave your fucking address to a psychopath who I thought might kill you and get you out of my hair? Anyway, I think I deserve an apology for that.
No, fuck you, cunt.
Shut up, Brett. You
Eat
fucking
a dick,
piece of shit.
manatee.
Is there no low to which you will not sink, Brett?
Nope. Nope, there isn't.
He's done
People
talking.
are slowly starting to learn that about Brett.
He's done talking about you guys. Cut him some slack. Stop talking.
They're always Brett. Like look at like Palm Jam. Let's say he's for real and has a bunch of shit on the manatee, but he's like, I have to live with myself. Look what you have to live with yourself to protect, retard. A guy that gives away people's addresses to dangerous people, possibly dangerous people, to get back at them over a meaningless internet drama. What a guy! What an upstanding guy to hold up.
You're attacking DP's family, Brett. I hope you know that.
Yeah. dead on balls. Like, yeah, Brett really is the guy that's always going, they're attacking my family situation. But the only one that's ever, like, really come close to attacking anybody's family is you. Because that address you gave to Joseph, my family lives there, fucker.
Jury's still out on whether or not Brett's my dad. So if I attack him, I guess I am technically attacking his family. Maybe.
Well...
You do have a Bretty look.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, you're not, the sins of the father and vice versa. They do not transfer, sir.
Not according to the manatee.
I don't blame you for Brett. You know, you might be a fucked up retard, Jim ass, but I don't blame you for Brett.
Damn.
I'll take that. Thank you. I'll take fucked up retard.
Sure.
For 600.
I'll tell you what, I can't find the new intro for this. Again, I accidentally deleted it, but I guess we'll find it soon. Someone will send it to me again.
Someone send our intro back to us, please.
We've lost it.
All right, so we're going to start off with a video that this video was sent to me more than any other video.
Okay.
This week.
Got it.
The Drunken Peasants are lying scumbags. Now, I do want to point out that I don't know in this instance, maybe Dusty has watched our video beforehand, but normally Dusty just gets told what we said about him, and then he reacts
to that. He uses clips from our video in this video, so he clearly watched at least the part that mentions him.
All right.
Hey guys, Dusty the White here for the Cult of Dusty. And for those of you who watch my show, you know that I don't really do rebuttal videos very often. People talk shit about me all the time, and to be honest,
you don't do videos very often.
It's always
period.
It's always talking shit. He always says people talking shit about him.
Talking shit. Dusty, I don't really need to talk shit about you because I'll be frank with you. I don't give a fuck about what you do one way or the other. I'm sure you feel the same way about me.
I tell you what, dude.
I don't really care about you.
If you were an in-studio guest, everything I've said about you on the show, I'd say straight to your face, Dusty.
Oh,
I got no beef, but I don't agree with the way you're acting in this video. I don't agree with the shit you've been doing recently, video making wise.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'll say to Dusty's face anytime. Next time in Louisiana, I'll tell him where I'm at. Come on down, Dusty.
I ain't threatening him.
But recently, apparently, the Drunken Peasants did a piece on me, and even their own fans were messaging me saying, this is by far the dumbest thing that...
Even our own loyal to a fault fans?
You asshole.
What? I can't believe it. Our fans?
Dusty,
are you telling me that our fans were against us on something?
What the hell is wrong with you?
But Dusty, just because someone says they're a DP fan, a comment doesn't mean shit. They could be our biggest detractor. You don't know. That's not proof. Let's even say assume you're right, though. So what? People disagree. Our fans are not automatons. They are allowed to have whatever opinion they want.
Yep.
Drunken Peasants have ever done. This is the dumbest piece in the history of the Drunken Peasants. And it's about...
not even close.
Dusty.
Wow.
These motherfuckers didn't even know the moon
Dusty, you're not some intellectual giant.
Shit at one point, dude.
You're not some fucking great guy from atop the mountain high. How's your YouTube career been lately, Dusty? I remember you did it for a few years, then you were more interested in getting pussy, so now you have nothing going on, and now it's like, I'm gonna go start shit with everybody. It's all I've seen you do since you get back, Dusty, is start shit. That's all you got. That's all you got everywhere you go. I'm an asshole, I'm gonna start shit. I'm an asshole, I'm gonna start shit. You're a shit stirrer. That's what you are.
So you should do a video talking about it. Even this kid, who is a giant fan of theirs, made a 12-minute video just eviscerating these guys for how dishonest they were about my...
Dude, that guy makes a video against us every fucking couple of months.
No one eviscerated shit. No one eviscerated shit, dude. You're the most disingenuous person. You're about liars. You're a fucking liar, dude.
Positions.
Just like
a lot of their fan
on this
base
planet.
seemed genuinely disappointed in them for basically outright lying about me, and they wanted my opinion on it. So, here it goes. I'll give my opinion on it.
All right, cool.
Let me set up a little background for this. So last week I made a video called What's Worse Than Social Justice Warriors, in which somebody asked me my opinion on what I thought...
What? Look at this.
Why do we need to see, oh man, remember when I made this video? It's like, yeah, it looks exactly the same as the one you're making now, just as a different fucking what?
We just have retardception going on, basically.
It would be better. It would be better if you just had it constantly on the screen, just going.
It's more important for me personally to cover the social justice warriors.
See, you're criticizing.
So I gave my
us,
opinion on what I think right now is actually worse than what the social justice warriors are doing, and what I intend to focus my channel on. I've done 3 videos about this subject so far, and in my latest video, the video the Drunken Peasants are literally critiquing right now, I say this.
Okay.
Look, folks, I'm not trying to tell anybody what kind of videos they should make. That's not my business to fucking tell you what to make. That's not my business to tell you what to watch, and I don't have the moral authority to do that. All I can do is point out the problem as I see it, and then focus on what I can do personally to make things better, and that's what I want to do. So here is the Drunken Peasants' very bizarre response to my video.
Plus, old false dichotomy Dusty is back. So now, because global warming is a problem, we can't talk about free speech.
What? The hell are you even talking about? Who said you couldn't talk about free speech? I specifically said everybody's allowed to talk about whatever the fuck they want to do.
Okay. So, Dusty, yeah, if you put a disclaimer at the beginning of your video and then you go and defy everything that disclaimer is about, and then say, hey, didn't you see the disclaimer? Yeah, I saw it, but I disregarded it because everything else you said contradicted it.
It was contrary to what you were saying, Dusty. Yeah,
you can't just cover your ass by saying something opposite of what the rest of your video means at the beginning and then hiding behind it like a fucking shield afterwards, moron. Doesn't work that way. Sorry. I mean, I guess you can do it, because I guess there's always going to be some retards that are going to fall for it, but I'm not one of them.
Right off the bat, they're lying their ass off about what my position is. Explain yourself.
How are we lying our asses
I was
off?
just gonna say, what he's saying doesn't make any sense. Like, he's talking about, how we're over-focusing on SJWs. Why can't we focus on both?
You can! Who said you couldn't focus on both? What did I...
Okay, let's actually examine the crux of what you said, Dusty. Let's not just examine the one little cherry-picked part where you say, I made this statement. Let's examine the full context and go watch your videos.
TJ...
And then let's have this conversation.
Do you remember the metaphor that you had for what Dusty's doing when we first watched this video in your living room?
No.
You said something like, this would be like a guy going, hey guys, this is Dusty Smith. Don't ever blow up buildings. It's dangerous and destructive and costs billions of dollars, and you can endanger people's lives. Now let me blow up this fucking building. Boom! Like, just because you gave this disclaimer, Dusty, at the beginning where you're like, do whatever you want, doesn't exempt you from criticism on what your actual position is, which is, Dusty, that we're wasting our time when we talk about SJWs.
Yeah, and by your own admission in this video, by the way, you've made 3 videos on this subject, and in the first of those videos, you called me out by name, so it's obvious that this is meant to be something you're saying to me.
But I appreciate you guys being modest to Dusty here, but I think the really one big thing that he needs to understand is that when it comes to DP, we are the authority, and what we say goes. So, amen.
What?
Jim said it.
Nope.
In fact, it would be awesome if you guys equally focused on...
Notice he has a bowl, a lighter, and a thing of tartar sauce? I don't know. Anyways.
Well, maybe
it would be a huge improvement.
Hey, maybe he was getting some beforehand.
Our community equally focused both on social justice warriors and the fact that insane Christian Tea Partiers have taken over our entire government and are enacting the most conservative plan in our lifetime. But unfortunately, in my opinion, that's not what's happening right now.
Dusty, here's the problem. All of us here have talked extensively about major issues. We talk about a variety of issues. We're not limited to one thing.
I mean, tonight on this show, before we got to you, we covered the 2 terror attacks that happened today and their implications to Islam. We covered a bunch of shit. So I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
Now, the major focus seems to be on the social justice warriors still, and a very minor focus is being paid to the fact that Tea Party Christians have taken over our government and are enacting the most conservative legislation in our lifetime. Once again, you guys are just straight out lying about what my position is. What else you guys got to say?
Why do you,
we're just all like if Dusty, anytime there's criticism of you is essentially we're just lying. I mean, what a fucking false characterization, Dusty.
What a bunch of liars.
Do you think we would just get on here? We might have just a philosophical disagreement. We might disagree. But But I'm not fucking getting up here and going, oh, every time Dusty says anything, he's just lying. He's lying about it. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. He's lying.
Dusty,
oh, they're lying.
Dusty, we are the moral authority.
If Dusty was just a rando fucking internet guy that I'd never met in person, and he was calling me a liar to my face over and over again in a video that's calling me a liar, I wouldn't really care. But Dusty, I hope you don't plan to come and call me a fucking liar to my face on our show.
She'd have been this great. Oh my god!
He will. He's a turd.
With some fucking lame ass
He doesn't even give a shit,
fucking
dude.
carbon
This is all
tax.
just about views for Dusty.
He doesn't understand.
Yeah, I mean,
yet.
like this issue would not have been addressed by Hillary Clinton. She was
Give
a puppet
Dusty
for
more
fucking Wall
views,
Street.
more controversy
Don't
around
act like-
Dusty.
I mean, Hillary Clinton would have fucking would have talked the talk, but she wasn't willing to walk the walk on climate change any more than fucking Trump.
You guys notice how quick these guys are to defend Trump? I didn't mention Hillary Clinton at all. I'm simply talking about what our new president Trump...
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No, Dusty. You said crazy Christians are in charge of our country. What's the other implication? We should have had Hillary because Hillary would have been the lesser of two evils who actually would have addressed climate change. That's your argument. So now you're going, no, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Are you a fucking...
I never even said Hillary.
Are you a fucking
it was heavily
moron?
implied, dipshit.
I cannot.
That was
believe-
the fucking actual alternative, and we know for a fact you endorsed
That was the
her.
alternative.
I cannot believe that people sent me this worried. Like, they were like, wow, Dusty kind of pwned you guys. Really? This is grade school shit. You guys are liars, liars, liars.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
That's a
Dusty.
straw man. That's another straw man.
Yeah, everything's
Dusty.
a straw man. You'll notice a pattern.
plans about doing on global warming. But this is what Trump defenders do every time. They go,
I'm not a
but
Trump defender."
Hillary! And they immediately change the
I'm not a
subject to
Trump
Hillary
defender.
Clinton.
What a straw
no.
man that
Yeah, I
is.
mean, like, we talked about how much Trump sucked.
I'm not a supporter of Trump. What are you fucking talking about, Dusty? Now you're lying, dude. How do you know? Dusty, show me the time. Show me the statement where I said, or TJ said, or Paul said, we really
Vote for
100%,
Trump.
yeah, 100% support Trump.
Go vote for Trump.
What did I do it, Dusty?
Trump is president now. We are allowed to talk about what Trump is doing
He's
without
only
you
listened
changing
to
the
two
subject to
episodes.
Hillary Clinton. If
I
Hillary
only listened
Clinton
to the
became
two Casey Tron episodes.
It wasn't changing the subject to Hillary Clinton. We were talking about how we thought it was basically a false dichotomy in the sense we don't think Hillary was going to do shit on climate change. That's what we're saying, Dusty. We're not changing the fucking subject. We're saying it doesn't matter what the fucking outcome of the election was. The result is going to be the same.
president, and she was doing exactly the same shit Donald Trump was doing right now. I would say exactly the same shit about her I'm saying about Donald Trump. Changing the subject to Hillary Clinton so we're not allowed to criticize Donald Trump is incredibly...
No one said that.
No one's changing
We've
the
criticized
subject.
Trump many times.
can
What are you
guarantee
talking
you-
about? I bet $1,000 on Hillary, you fucking dense fuck.
He also...
God, you give Mississippi a bad, an even worse name than it already has, Dusty. Good thing you went back.
Mud
Good thing you went back there,
hole.
buddy, because it's where you fucking belong, on the bottom.
Mississippi mud hole.
Yeah, I mean, none of us voted for Trump. We could have if we wanted to.
This faggot here was more interested in his VR. When we met him, was I got VR, blah, 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 blah.
Transparent tactic. Number two, saying
Yeah,
Hillary
bitch.
Clinton would not be
Climate
better on the
change,
environment is
what you never
fucking
said.
insane.
You're
It's almost like you
transparent
guys
tactic.
have never actually gone and read their official platforms. Hillary Clinton...
Okay.
I have, you fucking degenerate retard.
First of all, yes, I have. And
How do
second
you
of
know,
all, what does
Dusty?
it
Liar.
fucking matter? What does it matter what their official fucking platforms say? When has that ever been a good indicator for what a politician is going to do?
Yep.
Never.
According to Dusty, it is. It is according to
Yeah, it
Dusty.
is.
We got to
gotta
read their
look at that
policy
platform,
positions, y'all.
guys.
They wouldn't lie on something official like that. What the fuck? What planet are you from,
Yeah.
Dusty?
You know what happened with Dusty? Let me tell you what
I can't
happened
wait
with
to have
Dusty.
How
retard
fucking
on our
naive
show.
can you fucking be?
Dusty dropped out of the politics game back in 2009 when his channel went dead. Went into a pussy ether, fucking weed coma for about 7 or 8 years, and just woke up, and he's using the same shit arguments from back then now.
Clinton is miles better than Donald Trump on this. Hillary Clinton absolutely would not have rolled back Obama's climate change initiatives. Hillary Clinton absolutely would not have put a global warming denier as the head of the EPA. Hillary Clinton...
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that.
But he's totally missing the point of what you guys are saying.
Exactly. We're not.
None of us are advocating that she would.
We've talked about how bad his cabinet choices are.
Yeah, we've discussed
terrible
it. Like,
choices.
but here's the problem. What we're saying is that the problem of global warming and the severity of the issue, Hillary Clinton's not going to solve that. Donald Trump's certainly not going to solve that. Maybe you can argue that Hillary Clinton's a little better on that, but a little better doesn't amount to shit with the problem that is currently being faced if you accept the fucking conclusions of most scientists.
Screenshot, by the way.
Yeah.
absolutely was more
Screenshot
progressive
with
and
dick.
liberal about global warming than Donald Trump. No one is saying that she would have solved global warming. Of course not. But we have to do whatever we can to help, and she was clearly better on this issue.
How do you
Denying
know,
that
Dusty?
makes you look
Dusty,
untrustworthy.
Yeah, dude, how do you know what Hillary actually would have done, dude?
You, motherfucker. Dusty, how do you know? Oh, because I read the official policy. Dusty, how do you know what the practical, real-world policy would have been? How do you know?
Yeah,
how do you know how the courts would have?
You know that
policy statements. How do you know?
Do you know that a bunch of fucking oil companies and shit were giving Hillary money, right? You know she ain't exactly turning that shit down.
Dusty likes oil companies.
Like them.
So next.
Can I ask Ben a question? Ben, you're an opinionated guy. You know what you believe, right?
DPception.
How many times have you had your mind changed in your life by somebody walking up to you and going, "Hey, man, you care too much about this. Care more about this."
Never.
No, I don't think anyone's ever had that experience.
Pretty much almost no one would be convinced.
My point in asking Ben that question is that's what Dusty's selling here. He's selling a world where you have to be more concerned about what he thinks you should be. Like,
no. You guys saw what I said for yourself. You know he is lying about my position. I definitely didn't say you have to believe what I believe. I specifically said the exact opposite of that in the video they're critiquing right now. If they would just shut the fuck up and watch the goddamn video, they would see that for themselves.
You're a boring guy, Dusty. You're really
welcome
boring
to the
guy.
shut the fuck up and watch the damn video show with DP, where we sit back and watch other people's videos and don't comment on them.
I mean, I hate to brag, Dusty, but we're watching this video step by step, and we're fucking you.
Oh no, because we're lying.
He's still destroying us, dude.
We just lied, dude.
We just don't even get his fucking complex, beautiful arguments.
Oh, you already know the shit Dusty's gonna come back with. You guys just don't get it. You still just straw man me. You're still lying about me. You're just liars. You're a bunch of liars. You're a bunch of liars. Dusty the White, get fucked, Dusty. You have nothing to fucking do with Gandalf. You're so fucking beneath that comparison.
I'm not trying to tell anybody what kind of videos they should make. That's not my business to fucking tell you what to make. That's not my business to tell you what to watch. And
you did
Dusty,
express...
Why are you making
Dusty,
this video,
what was
Dusty?
what was your fucking video about then, Dusty? That's what it was about.
You were saying people are wasting their time on this SJW shit that's unimportant.
I know you think that maybe you made a video, like a covert climate change video or something, but no, you made a video about how too many people are talking about SJWs. No, I'm sorry, you didn't make a video about that. You've made 3 videos about how people are just too preoccupied with this.
I ain't telling no one anything.
I ain't telling no one what they should do. Yes, you are, Dusty. Own up to that fucking fact.
Around here, you don't get to back away from an ideological position that you take openly by giving a 10-second disclaimer before going, "Hey guys, I actually think anybody can talk about whatever they want." Okay, now everybody should stop talking about SJWs and talk about climate change. You don't get to exempt yourself.
Yeah, this would be like if I walked around like, guys, I think all people should be killed except for me. That's just my position. And then people are like, TJ, that's fucked up. And I'm just like, well, actually it's not because. Oh, what was it? Fuck, I had something.
TJ just reboot?
Yeah, dude. I just fucking had like one of those like collapse moments. Like,
I don't have the moral authority to do that. All I can do is point out the problem as I see it, and then focus on what I can do personally to make things better. And that's what I want to do. But somehow they managed to cut.
You guys fucked up my space station. That's what it fucking was, because when I said when all people die, and then I'm like, man, they fucking ruined my space station, and I lost my train of thought. So yeah, you did get in my fucking head with that shit.
I told you.
Fuck you guys.
I told you.
Fuck the Black Cauldron. Why have you done this? I'm serious. Like, why the fuck have you done this to me?
It's not over, TJ.
I wanted to ruin the space station.
No, it has to end here.
Anyway,
You're breaking me. You're fucking breaking my mind with this shit.
TJ, off the video before I actually say this and prove they're lying about my positions. And this is exactly why so much of their fan base was very disappointed in them for this. Because a lot of their fan base actually watches my videos too, and they know what my positions are, they know what I said, and they know that they're outright lying about what I said. But go ahead, what else you guys got?
If you want to go after the Christian right, who's fucking stopping you from doing that?
Nobody.
Shit.
Who's fucking stopping you?
Nobody.
It's like trying to cop out of that shit, that whole like, oh, I'm going to kill everyone. But it's okay because I don't actually have the power to do that.
Yeah, I don't have the power to do it.
I don't have the power. Look, I can't actually control people, so it's okay. I can advocate whatever I want because I have no actual power. What other fucking position would that work for? It doesn't work for any.
I got another question.
You still have to own up for what you fucking advocate.
Absolutely. Like, and another thing, Dusty, when are you going to stop pretending that you're a anti-Christian right channel and start admitting that you're just a drama channel? Just admit it, Dusty. Like you talk about like Yeah, I do. I make videos against the Christian right and stuff. Well, sure you do, Dusty, like back in 2008. But lately it's all been about us. Crazy how that happens, huh?
Someone in the chat said, "What's on Dusty's laptop?" It's like a thing of tartar sauce or something.
I wonder what brings in more views. Dusty Smith from 2008 railing against religion in a way that's so old that nobody ever watches it anymore, or Dusty Smith talking about the drunken peasants. What do you think, guys?
That's his
Nobody stopping me. I never said anybody was stopping me ever. This is another straw man you built for some reason. In fact, I've said the exact opposite. This is what I'm personally going to do, and this is what I am doing. I personally plan on focusing my little spotlight on the crazy Christian conservatives who have taken over our government. You guys are simply lying about my position.
You haven't done that, Dusty.
We're just simply lying, Dusty.
About his position.
He hasn't done that. He's sitting there saying that what he's done is I focused my spotlight on the Christian right. No, you haven't.
You haven't, dude.
You focused your spotlight on channels that you think compete with you and said, you guys are focused too much on SJWs. Meanwhile, you also say, I'm still going to talk about SJWs, but you guys focus on it too much.
Yeah.
And then when someone says, fuck you, Dusty, you're like, hey, I ain't even saying that. You guys are taking it wrong. This is like, fuck you, you're a liar. You're just trying to manipulate the situation into being an unpleasable fucking douchebag, no matter what someone says to you or what position they try to take and counter to you.
This is just about Dusty getting more views.
Dusty, you are a daytime soap opera.
So saying free speech is not an important issue is ridiculous. This is just as important as global warming because only if people can talk openly and honestly about climate change will anything ever be done about it.
Right, and that's why I never said you shouldn't talk about free speech. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. It's another straw man.
No, it's not
Dusty,
a straw man.
what are you talking about?
The crux of the fucking anti-SJW versus SJW shit is freedom of speech, you moron. That's what we're talking about. You invoked the fucking freedom of speech argument when you started saying we're talking too much about anti-SJWs because that is about freedom of fucking speech. So what are you talking about, Dusty? How is that irrelevant? How is that a straw man, you dipshit? What?
And you're just pulling out of your ass. Next.
We're not pulling out of our ass, Dusty.
It's called subtext, dipshit.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
Subtext.
What can you possibly do to stop Trump when Trump is president? Yep. As you said, one of the most powerful people in the world. Trump is president. There's a Republican Congress and there's a Republican Senate. Yeah, Dusty, what are you going to do to stop it? Dusty, you can bitch and moan all day long. They don't care.
You can expose them, obviously. Believe it or not, even the president bows to public opinion. The spotlight.
Dusty, you're not exposing shit.
Dusty is out of
You're
touch.
trying to expose the drunken peasants as liars, dude.
Yeah. You ain't even talking about Trump.
Let's see your numerous videos about Trump. You're not talking about Trump.
You talking about a...
Oh, you're going to expose him, Dusty? What investigative journalism experience do you have? Well, show me the smoking gun that you're going to fucking bring to bear.
Look, dude, this great exposer of Trump's lies is doing a fucking, how long, a 10-minute video about a 2-minute segment of one of our fucking three a week videos. Dusty... You're a bottom feeder, bro. Like, I'm sorry to tell you that. I don't mean to be mean, but, like, you ain't got the cachet. And this is why.
Very powerful weapon, and we can actually burn our enemies down with the spotlight. That's exactly what you guys do with social justice warriors. It's exactly the same thing we can do with Donald Trump.
But if you will, you're an idiot. You don't need to explain what we're doing. I'm not
He's been on our show so many times. He knows we don't just talk about social justice warriors.
I mean, what is this misrepresentation of what we do, dipshit? Yeah, we're not like some ravenous anti-Trump people. That's true. But when Trump does something we don't like, are we the least bit shy about mentioning it?
Nobody here voted for Trump.
No.
Nobody here voted for Trump. Nobody here advocated for voting for Trump.
Well, I made a video called Vote for Trump, but I also made one called Vote for Hillary.
Once again, you also just yelled at him subtext. So
exactly. But not change his opinion. If he still does this bad shit that he's doing, then we can focus the spotlight on him and educate the electorate, and maybe 4 years from now we can vote his ass out of office. Like, to be totally honest with you, I don't even really understand this argument. Next.
Well, you're an idiot then. I'm sorry. Issues that you're not talking about, Dusty. I can make the same argument to you. Dusty, why are you talking about this?
Why are you talking about these people starving, Dusty?
Well, what about these people here, Dusty? Why are you talking about this situation?
I mean, you're talking about global warming, Dusty. There are people right now.
Genocide. I make my disclaimer. I never said that.
Why are you talking about global warming, which ain't going to kill the world for another 200 or 300, 400 years? There are people right now starving, Dusty.
Dying of disease, Dusty.
Woman is being raped right now somewhere, Dusty. Why aren't you talking about that?
This is kind of another silly point to me. This has an obvious answer. Obviously, I've built up a niche with my audience.
Really?
Obviously, whatever you talk about has to kind of fit in that niche to entertain your audience. And I'm not really sure how to make content about rape and starving children that fits into my particular niche.
Hold on, what? No, Dusty. We weren't actually telling you to make that content. We were using that as an example of why your argument sucks. We were saying that we could hypothetically come to you and say that to you. What? Why are you acting like it was a real question? It was a hypothetical fucking question.
It wasn't, Dusty.
Oh my God!
In my
Dusty.
opinion, the most meaningful change I can personally make in my
Dusty.
niche is to expose what the crazy Christian conservatives who have taken over our government are doing. I personally don't know how to use my platform in any meaningful way to change rape, but I do know how to use my platform to expose what crazy Christians are doing in a meaningful way. So that's what I'm going to focus on.
Is that what you're doing here, Dusty?
If global warming is more important than SJWs, which I agree that it is,
and you've made videos about,
then why not make a video about that instead of this video about how too many people talk about SJWs?
Fair point.
That's exactly what this video is. I made this video specifically to point out what a problem global warming was. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Yeah.
No, that's not exactly what you're doing there.
What do SJWs have to do with global warming?
You made a ridiculous screed against people who talk about SJWs when global warming is such a problem. To say that video was about global warming is so dishonest, Dusty, that I find it hard to believe you even used it in this video.
Not to mention, Dusty, if this is all just lying bullshit and you feel our fans even are like, they're wrong, why don't you just make your videos about climate change? Why don't you just keep doing that and saying these guys are lying, they don't even know, waste of time.
I think the milk that comes out of the Drunken Peasants' teat is sweeter than the climate change milk.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yes, I had to put the word social justice.
Unlike Dusty, I've actually made videos about climate change.
Multiple.
And guess what? They're some of the lowest viewed videos you get.
Yep, so in the title to trick people into watching it. But this video is literally meant to point out global warming and the wrong direction we're going. I'm literally doing the thing with this video that you're asking me why I'm not doing.
Which one
Very
is actually
strange.
talking?
Very strange.
Also,
What else
Dusty,
you guys got?
there's way better authorities on. They're talking about global warming. They have actual scientific evidence. You're not.
Dusty,
what do you bring to the plate, Dusty, that NASA doesn't?
Hold on, guys. I need to know what's going on with global warming. Should I call Dusty can't get his VR helmet to work, Smith? Or should I call a fucking climatologist? What do you think?
You're entitled to have your opinion that this is a bunch of bullshit. Doesn't matter. And you know what? You make those videos all day long, but don't expect you to come to us or anyone else on the internet and say, you have to make the content I want you to make. That's ridiculous. It's silly and stupid.
I totally agree. That's why that's exactly what I didn't do. You're fucking lying about what my opinion is.
No,
if you just
hey,
watch
Dusty,
the
hey,
fucking
Dusty, fuck you.
Dusty, fuck you, dude. That's not
Call
what I'm
me a
doing.
liar when you come on the show, motherfucker.
Oh no, I'm going to lose. Dusty's got an invitation to come and call me a liar in my face so I can deck his fucking ass.
Dude, I ain't even threatening that. I'm just saying when he's booked on our show, whenever he comes on, I
don't give a fuck.
I hope he brings something better than you're a liar, Paul
That's all he's
Zigo.
got.
Because fuck you, Dusty. That ain't gonna fly in my house.
Can I talk to
video
him?
that's on your screen right now, you would see that I said exactly the opposite of that, and you're being dishonest about it.
No,
But look,
I'm not,
folks,
Dusty.
I'm
No,
not
I'm
trying
not.
to tell anybody what kind of videos they should make.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
don't-
my
Yes,
business
you
to fucking tell
fucking
you what
were.
to
You're
make.
such a
That's not my
fucking
business to tell you
lying
what
sack
to
of
watch.
shit.
And I don't have the moral authority to do
half-ass
that.
troll.
What else you got?
Well, yeah, guys, you did a
Dusty,
great
you haven't
job
dealt with
stealing my
anything.
idea for putting out T-shirts. It's like, Dusty, you didn't invent the idea of fucking putting out a T-shirt for an intellectual
Dusty,
property, you
can
stupid
you
shit.
admit that was a stupid thing to say? Like, you didn't come up with T-shirts. People were doing it for so fucking long before you were even born.
hold on,
Come
hold
on,
on.
dude. You
Now,
didn't come up with this idea.
And this is how you know these guys are just trying to find anything they can possibly think of to put me down. Even the most ridiculous minuscule bullshit.
no,
so here's what
Dusty.
happened.
Hold on,
These
hold on.
dudes asked me to come to New Orleans
listen to what he
to
actually
do a
says here. It's
split Cult
ridiculous.
of Dusty, Drunken Peasants meet up with our fans, which I was happy to do. So I went out to New Orleans, I hung out with these guys, and the whole time it was actually cool. And so we're all hanging out, and I make a very obvious joke. A joke I can't believe that these guys didn't know was an obvious joke.
Bullshit.
And the reason I can't believe that they didn't know that is because TJ actually sold T-shirts before I did. He was selling T-shirts, I think, before I even started.
Okay, so in Dusty's version of this story,
He said something. He made
we were
one
all,
casual
we
comment.
were all around, and he made one casual comment. It was a joke that we all took the wrong way.
I don't believe I never heard him say
You
it.
weren't there.
Okay, well, Ben didn't.
Ben wasn't even really there.
staying
Okay,
there.
so
can I tell you how it happened?
Yeah, for the three of us.
Yeah, Ben. Ben wasn't around for this, but Dusty came to each of us privately.
Oh.
And told the same joke that none of us laughed at. So I'm not sure
And
why
none
you
of
thought
you
that
knew-
joke was funny enough to bring to me privately as Paul's ego, and then Scotty, and then TJ privately. But you made the same joke 3 times and nobody laughed.
I don't think he came to me privately. I think I heard when he had
Okay,
done
maybe
it to
you were
or
in the
TJ.
room when he did it to one of
he
us.
definitely came and told me it separately as well.
My channel,
It was
and
exactly
he
the
knows
same
that I know
wording.
that he sewed T-shirts before I did because we've had conversations about it. So when I made a very obvious joke about them
but
stealing
Dusty, but no, that's not what we're saying. Is that was the joke was not really a joke. It was you were being passive aggressive, in our opinion. I mean, maybe it was a joke.
The joke
I don't
didn't
know.
land.
It didn't land. You told them multiple times, which is strange. If a joke doesn't land once,
Yeah,
you're
multiple private tellings of a joke usually is a joke that gets a laugh.
The fact that you were in the business
Listen,
of selling T-shirts.
I don't know if Paul's experience with this was the least bit ambiguous, but with me, there was no ambiguity about it being a joke because you could. It sounded like he was trying to say something as a compliment, but his own real thoughts just got in the way, and he said like, "Yeah, it was pretty great what you guys did. Where you kind of took my T-shirt idea and ran with it, man. That's great."
Yeah,
it was kind of like that.
And Dusty, you also
there was no
us.
hint of like he's
also
joking
I'll go
around.
Dude, he dissed us. Remember,
I'll go a little further.
I'll tell you one thing.
He dissed us on shirts before. Remember the Manatee shirt thing when he said that?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. He had mentioned our shirts in a way where he sounded like he was pissed off about it before.
Here's my recollection of Dusty coming to me privately.
Okay.
I was sitting at that table in the Airbnb in fucking New Orleans.
Yeah.
And Dusty walked up. Nobody else was around. I was high off my ass. And he walks up to me and he goes, "Hey, Paul's Ego, what's going on, man?" He gave me some kind of compliment. He was like, "Man, I really love you on the show, man. You and TJ are really great together, got great chemistry." And I was like, "Yeah, well, thank you, bro, man. I like you too, man. I used to watch your videos back in the day." And he was like, "Cool, man. Hey, look, it was really cool how you guys took my shirt idea, how you took that idea to doing like atheist type shirts and stuff and put it up, man. You guys turning a pretty penny on that, something to that effect." And I said to him, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, well, I was the guy that was like, hey, let's take atheism and stuff around, like the memes around it and turn it into shirts and whatnot. So, like, you guys are kind of doing that on your show." And I was like, "No, we're not really. Like, all the shirts that sell big on our biggest selling shirt is a dinosaur drawn by this retard."
I have to come clean. That was drawn by Dusty.
Holy shit.
Shit, dude.
Fuck, you just shot the legs out of my argument, Jim.
T-shirt idea. I never in a million years thought they would take it anything more than the obvious joke it was. I mean, TJ literally was selling shirts.
Remember that joke where you
Dusty, we don't agree. We don't agree.
Like, yeah, it was my idea. Dusty, you defended this shit. I said it's not a joke.
I said what? And you came back with, my idea for taking atheist memes and turning it into. We're not an atheist show, Dusty. We happen to be atheists, but this ain't atheism 101.
Very obvious I was joking. And to make it even more obvious I was joking, right after I said that,
only his perception
I immediately
matters.
tried to explain to these guys how they can make an additional $5 a shirt by switching their production method to mass production. To which TJ says, "Hey, don't give your competition all your secrets."
Maybe he said
to which
that.
I replied, "I don't see you guys as competition. As far as I'm concerned, we're all in this together." That was exactly the conversation we had.
Was he taking notes?
He picked my motherfucking
There was a
brain,
zero
dude.
chance
He
in
sat down
any
with
way.
me for like 10 minutes alone, and I wasn't even going to have an occasion to tell this because whatever, I didn't think it was like obtrusive of him to do so. But he was like, "Man, from your perspective, man, how does this podcast thing work, man? I really want to do."
Yeah.
He was like, "I want to do what you guys do."
Yeah, he asked me that.
I'm going to do it,
Sure.
and that's what this is.
The argument is null and void. He came up with the idea for the atheist shirt.
Yeah.
Our best-selling shirt is a dinosaur.
Hey, Ben, I like how you took Dusty's podcast idea and made something with it, man. That's really cool.
Let's get through this fucking video.
Hey, these guys thought I was serious about them stealing my T-shirt idea.
only your perception
and they're
matters.
being completely dishonest right now about what they're saying. They're simply just trying to think of anything they can possibly think of to make me look like a piece of shit, and they're being dishonest about it. So look, I completely understand why a lot of their fan base was...
Pause this. So, Dusty, basically, this is the narrative you're selling. No matter what we said to you, you're just right. Your perception, it was obviously a joke, guys. Why didn't you laugh? Why didn't you get it? So, Dusty, we're expected to believe that everything you've said is just the gospel truth. When Dusty speaks, it's true. Come on, dude. You're so full of fucking shit.
I was very disappointed in them for this. A lot of their fan base watches my
disappointed in your
videos too, and they know they were outright lying about what my positions are. And a lot of their fan base is coming to me and ask me, why are they behaving this way?
No, they haven't. A few people haven't.
Well, the answer is actually very simple. I'm going to break character a little bit. I'm going to do a
break character. What?
Yeah, here he goes.
shoot interview, and I'm going to explain to you guys exactly why the Drunken
This is what I've been trying to get to.
I know.
Hold on. Play it.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Take your hand off of it.
Are behaving this way towards me. It's because it's all fucking fake. These guys are huge professional wrestling nerds, and all they're doing is cutting wrestling promos against my video. The Drunken Peasants is a comedy show. It's not meant to be taken that seriously. Me and Ben actually talked about this when we were hanging out in New Orleans. For whatever reason, the Drunken Peasants audience loves to hate me. In professional wrestling terms, I'm like a heel for the Drunken Peasants audience. And I actually totally get it, because I'm sort of a fucking douche. So all that's happening here is their fans wanted them to watch this video and make fun of me about it. But unfortunately for them, my positions are actually really reasonable, and they couldn't really attack my actual positions. So instead, they were sort of forced to be dishonest and make up a straw man to attack instead of my actual positions.
It's straw man. It's straw man. It's straw.
Hold on a second.
Go ahead, Jim.
This fake Drunken Peasant show. What do you guys do on here? You let
nothing but fakeness.
Nothing but fakeness.
Yeah, 100% fake.
You let people on and explain their beefs with other people.
But we're always fake with them.
People like who?
Like Dusty Smith.
Oh!
Yeah. Here's the deal, Dusty. Yeah, we do kayfabe shit on the show. Everybody knows it. It's fun. I'm not... Actually, these guys are way more into wrestling than I am.
Yeah.
And you take umbrage with things I say, too. So let me tell you where my wrestling knowledge ends. Right around the time that, like, Roddy Piper was no longer a big thing is kind of when I checked out of wrestling. I did watch during the Attitude Era, but not religiously. I like wrestling in a nostalgic way. But let me tell you this, Dusty. Nothing I've said to you on the Drunken Peasants since all this bullshit started when you got butthurt because you made a bad video and you're trying to clamor for a win on us. Nothing I've said to you has been kayfabe, faggot. Everything I've said, I would say straight to your face, behind the scenes, just like we met.
That's all that's happening here. They're pandering to their audience who doesn't like me and wants to see them rip me to shreds. When I was in New Orleans hanging out with Paul, we actually talked about me being the bad guy in their movie, Palumbo, they're thinking about making, for exactly this reason. Their fans love to hate me. And I totally understand why they're doing it. The Drunken Peasants do like 60 or 70 shows a week. They have a lot of time.
Dusty,
Three.
No, you don't understand why this happened. It's because you put out a video saying that I was part of the alt-right, which I'm not.
Yeah,
and then,
that's
correct. And then we commented on it and we said it was stupid and everyone agreed it was stupid, and then you made another one where you pretty much said the same thing and tried to defend it.
Implicating all of us too.
And then you made another one and you keep doing it and it's like what?
And it's just like you keep shitting out dog turds and what do you want us to do? Like we're buddies and stuff, but if you keep pooping out poop, like, what do you want? There's a turd, and here's a turd, and here's a turd, and here. Yeah, good old Dusty Smith, though. He was cool, and we hung out there one time.
Well, you know
Fuck
what?
you.
We're going to have Dusty on the show soon, so...
Yeah, come on down, Dusty. Call me a liar. You better bring something better than liar and straw man, though.
I'd be really concerned if somebody
wasn't... You better do your homework on me, homeboy.
I'd be concerned if someone wasn't pooping out poop.
Because I'm not going to be
And really, they need more interesting bad guys than they already have. And to be honest with you guys, I don't take offense to it at all. I'm a huge wrestling nerd myself. I watched wrestling growing up, and I always thought the bad guys were cooler. The heels look so much funner to play to me than the good guys. So I actually sort of like being the heel to the Drunken Peasants audience. With this new look, I actually sort of look like the heel. Dusty the White is the fucking perfect heel to go against the Drunken Peasants.
No.
Maybe I can go on from time to time and help those guys keep
dude.
that show from being such a circle jerk. But the only reason I'm pointing this out is because...
This show's a circle jerk. Dusty, you're so fucking bitter, dude.
You're part of a segment that includes Brett Keane and Jenny McDermott and Steve Shives and feminist slam poetry, dude.
But describing our show as a circle jerk is laughable.
Whatever, dude.
TJ was trolled so hard he crashed a fucking car. What are you talking about a circle jerk, Dusty?
Yeah, dude, we're actually doing shit
Dusty,
with this
quit talking
show.
out of both sides of your fucking mouth and just say what the fuck you mean.
We're not sitting with thousands of dollars worth of podcasting equipment at a weird angle in our garage making a weird fucking sporadic podcast. We're here 3 days a week and we troll people so hard they crash cars. Fuck yourself, Dusty. Do something.
By the way, funner is not a word.
It's only because you guys do 70
Who said funner?
So a lot of their audience doesn't seem to be in on the fact that it's just a show. It's like back in the old days when wrestling fans were marks and didn't realize...
you mean like the disclaimer that plays at the beginning?
Dusty, we say the show is satirical in nature.
Fucking episode?
Ben, can you play you play that? Is that possible to play that so we can...
Yeah, but then we can't go back to this.
Okay,
exactly.
fine. Never mind.
Whatever, dude.
We go back to 1329,
This is over. I mean, he used this against us earlier, where he said it's not to be taken seriously. Well, no shit, dumbass. We don't think you're to be taken seriously. That's why we're covering you.
He also says he owns your website.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. So
No, he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't own TJ's website.
He also did that with
he owns a domain.
website that is promoted by me.
He also did it with he owned StoneCold.com.
He does.
And stuff like
Interestingly,
that.
though, Dusty the Joker Smith, who tells jokes that everybody finds weird and self-aggrandizing, says in this video at some point right here towards the end that TJ's success is literally his success because he
And in
owns
fact,
the domain.
Full disclosure, I actually am the one who owns Amazing Atheist website. I literally am the one who's been running his website for years and helping to build it up.
That is not my
official
official
website. The more
website.
successful he is, the more famous he is, the more money I make. His success is literally my success.
Whoa, Dusty. No, that is true to some degree, but Dusty, you own Amazing Atheist Cheese. You're not running a TJ official website. This was basically you approached us with a business deal, and that was it. And you said I'm gonna do the site, and then you're gonna get a certain amount per shirt, and then that was the deal. It wasn't okay. Yeah, Dusty, you run the official. You're the webmaster and developer for the official Amazing Atheist website. That was never stated. Show me where it was stated once.
All the shit talk is just part of the show. Which reminds me, I have a question for TJ's brother. Hey, TJ's brother.
Scotty.
If TJ would have never been born,
Yeah.
which grocery store do you think you'd be sacking groceries
Dusty,
at right now?
Dusty.
No, I'm actually
Hey, Dusty.
going on the...
Dusty. Well, I was in Louisiana with you. You never said shit to my face. But hey, I'm coming to Louisiana. I want you to come ask me that question to my face, and I'll give you your answer.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Scotty will be in Louisiana from Christmas on. So if you want to stop by,
Dusty, I'm more
and
than
ask Scotty to his face what.
I'll answer your question in person, Dusty.
There you go, Dusty.
Yeah, Scotty has no problem meeting with you.
That's an offer. Wednesday, and really, the only reason I'm going on there is to audition for Paul's job when he has a heart attack any fucking second now. So be sure to tune into the Drunken Peasants this Wednesday.
Pause it.
By the way, I don't believe it's happening this Wednesday.
Yeah, I think we're actually not doing a show this Wednesday.
Yeah. So Dusty, we'll have to rebook you.
Dusty, you're gonna have to wait.
Oh, I definitely want you to be on the show though, Dusty, because I want you to get that audition, motherfucker.
This is not this Wednesday. This is the following.
This is Wednesday the 28th.
Come sit in my seat, Dusty.
Maybe. Then I don't know. We'll have to check our schedule.
I think
Wednesday. We'll check the calendar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this coming Wednesday, I'm not available to do the show, but 28th, possibly. I believe that's going to be okay.
We shall see.
So.
We shall see.
I'll be there.
Where I'll be whooping their monkey asses with logic. If you smell what logic is cooking.
Well,
where's the
logic?
So
you know what? I
Dusty-
hate this word because it's so overused, but that was the cringiest fucking shit
Yeah,
I've
dude.
ever seen in my entire life. Dusty,
So-
you were a meme.
So there were people in the chat that were saying Dusty is right. Now, how would you respond to those people? Like,
Go fuck yourselves,
Oh, well,
concerned trolls. Go eat a dick. Go suck Dusty the White's white pubes.
Dusty, who basically went white and went gray, who's now trying to be. I'm getting up to white.
If you feel like Dusty wins this
This guy's a
exchange,
buffoon.
I mean, I don't think there's anything further I can say that's going to convince you otherwise.
Yeah,
All
seriously.
I can say is that this fucking response from him is pure old garbage.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
drunken
God,
pussies.
it's a fantasy.
Yeah, Dusty, you're right. I'm real scared.
If this is a preview of him,
intellectually, physically,
if
and
this is a preview of Dusty auditioning for the job of Paul's ego, holy shit, guys! I'm shaking in my boots, Dust.
You're gonna be gone, Paul.
I'm out the door already, Dust. If you bring this fucking bullshit heat.
Well, we'll see.
If you're gonna claim you're the heel, bring some fucking good heat, faggot. Quit being a bitch-made fucking jabroni.
That's all he is.
this is the remember Humongous?
Yeah.
This is the woman that like freaked out and said he harassed her.
People like to talk about how crime has gone up in Seattle, and they're right.
And she's from Seattle.
Crime has gone up. The crimes of racist thug cops have gone up.
Damn.
Their crimes against women have gone up.
Hey, look at all these people that came to hear her speak too.
They look riveted too.
They're probably waiting to speak.
Block the
Not one single person cares.
Crimes against people of color have gone up. And the crimes.
What
of
is
race-
that fucking cardboard thing? God, you know what? I almost want to go down to like the city council and sit and watch people try to talk to them.
Dude, we could get people. We could try to get people for the show there.
Only the craziest fucking people take time out of their day to go complain to city council, and city council only does that shit because they have to.
I do know sex.
Token people of color politicians have gone up. Yeah, we noticed, Lorena Gonzalez. We noticed. We noticed how after I spoke publicly against you, the cops sent racist, white supremacist rapists after me on BlueLivesMatter.com. We saw that. We noticed.
When I wake up,
how many times were you raped?
When I wake in the morning and my brothers make fun of my hair, I am raped.
What a fucking
That's what
cunt.
we're dealing with at this point.
I guess we're rapists for even covering this right now.
And we all know how in cahoots with the cops you are. We know. We noticed how in cahoots Deborah Juarez is with the cops, who's so disgusting and such.
I think you can back up from that mic a little bit.
Yeah,
dude.
a little bit.
Seriously, bitch.
I thought
it's not a dick.
I'm so disgusted.
You don't got to slob it like a knob. Back up off an inch or two.
I thought the slam poetry bit was until the end of the show.
Well, this isn't poetry.
I mean, we could just put that intro in front
Neither
of
is
it.
it.
And
This,
it would
this
work.
might as well just be feminist slam
a
poetry.
token that she won't even look at the people when they speak. We all noticed how bullies like Bruce Harrell
Yeah, this is slam poetry.
and interrupt women when they speak,
And
just
I'm
as you
warning
interrupt
you
me
that
now.
your comments
we
are
saw how those
disruptive, and if
crimes
you don't
went up.
stop,
We
you'll
saw
be removed.
how the disgust
Please have this
and
woman removed,
contempt
please.
that you have towards the people.
Please
have
have
gone
guys,
up.
Look at this white guy. Look at this fucking white
fucking
male
white
here.
piece of shit kicking her out.
Wow, guys, I don't know about you.
Huh, there's a don't touch me count.
Are you sure she said count?
Hold on,
Don't
you'll
touch
see.
me.
Personal attack.
Oh, count.
Get her the fuck out of here.
Well, no,
I'm
there's-
wasting the
there's
public's
rules
time
to
with
it-
your
to
bullshit.
address the
This is
city
not-
council.
Hey, this is not the back room at a theater on an SJW
I
campus.
find
You don't get to waste
her
the
even
people's time.
disruptive, man. Disruptive to the agenda. And our next speaker will be Eris Gibson. Please.
Yeah, you're such a victim. No.
Listen to her going on.
Yeah, you're so oppressed.
Bring on the nukes. Bring on the nukes. Bring
Drag
on
her
the
out.
nukes.
Get her the fuck out of there.
This is someone that just desperately wants attention. That's all that is. Like, you need to leave. You're disrupting the meeting.
Did that don't touch me count end up at 16?
Huh? Humongous what?
I am raped. Get out of here. Yeah, dude, this is not the venue for your shit.
Hey, everybody.
Like, this. Go ahead.
Everybody, if you've enjoyed the show tonight, please give it a thumbs
it up, baby.
Thumbs it up.
Come on, baby.
Thumbs.
Look, hey,
We could use
Especially
some
since,
thumbs
you know
love.
what? Especially since hundreds of people, before they even watched the show, gave it a thumbs down. Just
You know
'cause they're
what, guys?
fucking butthurt.
There's a couple of little buttons before you. One of them really needs to be clicked. That thumbs up is so erect. Guys, it just needs to release.
Just click it.
Turn it orange, baby. Turn it orange. Turn it red. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Now, let's talk about rape culture. Now, this is where it gets deep. Aquaba, y'all. So,
Aquaba?
a lot of people always ask me, Ghazi, what do you think about interracial relationships and all these kinds of things and da-da-da. Let's talk about black rape culture.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Black rape culture.
I'm an African internationalist, so I see the world as understanding that this entire world around me is built off of colonialism and parasitic capitalism in the form of white power, right?
Oh, so you want to usurp the technological achievements of other races for your own because it makes you feel superior to them?
Tag your
Got it.
interracial friends. Tag your friends that are dating white people. Okay, so I'm an African internationalist, meaning that I'm a materialist,
You're
and I
a
understand
retard.
that
We got it.
Okay, yeah.
this
retard,
entire
right.
base
You're a
of our
dipshit. We
reality
get
is
it.
built off of colonialism, the attack on Africa.
How do you know that?
Right?
Yeah, he's dumb.
You know, just like
He's
look,
got nothing. Trust me.
You're saying this is based upon your observations. What observations have you made?
This is the guy that says he doesn't tip white waitresses because they don't deserve it because they owe him 40 acres and a
Reparations.
mule. He's a fucking retard.
They owe him reparations.
There's nothing about this man that has any reason about it.
No, there's not.
You don't expect it.
Wait,
you know.
wait,
Okay.
wait, he?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
In
I did
prison.
assume it's gender.
With that being said,
Can I just
in
call it
prison,
they?
if
It's a they. It's a they.
correctional officer and a prisoner, you know, have sexual relationships, they're not supposed to. A correctional
Right.
officer is not supposed to have a sexual relationship
That is true.
with
I know
a
this for a
prisoner.
fact.
Now, if a correctional officer
Informational.
and a prisoner have sex,
Yes.
the correctional officer will be charged with rape.
This is true. This is actually true up until this. Well, at least in California, there is a statute that prison guards cannot fornicate with inmates in any way. No sex, no sexual favors, and if they do, they are guilty of rape because they are literally in a position of power over these people.
Yeah.
In a way that is not normal in society. So
Sure.
if there's
Yeah.
sex,
Makes
there's
sense.
no way to even establish an inmate.
That makes sense.
Even if the prisoner says it was consensual, yeah. Because the prisoner cannot say it was consensual because there's a different power structure.
Sexual.
There's a different, there's an unequal power structure. There is the correctional officer, the prison guard who's up here, and the prisoner who is down here.
I said this better
right?
in 15 seconds.
So the prisoner cannot actually say if they really are in love with the correctional officer because the prisoner is underneath the power structure of the prison guard. So the prisoner can't even trust themselves in saying that they love the prison guard because they're not in equal terms of an equal relation.
Hold on. What if the correctional officer is down on his knees?
Yeah.
Except for the prisoner.
Doesn't matter.
What if the correctional officer is raped by the prisoner?
Any sexual contact is treated this way.
Yeah, this comparison, we already know
This
where
is
it's
silly.
going. Yeah.
I mean, he's saying the same shit I said in 10 seconds. It's retarded.
Each other and equally fall in love
Watch
with
where
each
he
other.
goes with it.
Are you following me?
No.
Now,
so far, yes.
I want to talk about consensual. Thank you. I want to talk about interracial relationships when it comes to an African and a white
Yeah,
person.
see, what's going on.
Okay. Here we go, bitch. Here we go.
Yeah, right up my mind blown. I'm waiting.
What was that?
Wait, here we go.
Calm down, moron.
Hold on.
Wait,
Paul, can I get what the fuck was that shit?
Yeah, buddy.
You have the grind. Oh, yep.
Yeah, take the grinder. Here you go. What the fuck was that? What are you, a bird? What happened there? Okay.
Z.
This really
We understand that we live in a world that is built off of white power, and that white people are up here with this power.
Okay.
African people are oppressed every day by this power. African people speak. You cannot say that you love your white partner because you are not on equal.
All right, well.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's dumb.
There is, you know what? Some black people
I'm sorry,
are
this is the arbiter
oppressed.
of reality
Some
here.
black people are oppressed by white people. A large proportion of black people are oppressed by their own color of people, and that's just the fucking truth. But yeah, no, I agree to a point. But this idea that all Africans are under the boot of white people—that's just wrong. Uhuru.
All black people are under the boots of
I mean, he actually probably wasn't born in Africa. I mean, if you say, oh, well, if you go back far enough, I mean, that would be true of any person.
All right, we're going to move on. Here's two worlds totally colliding.
All right. Hey, everyone. It's TVC Mario.
Oh, gross.
And you're
I
here
heard
for
this
a
happened.
very special podcast. I've brought on a brother in the Lord, Brett Keane, to talk about his amazing testimony. For those of you who don't know, Brett Keane used to be a popular atheist on YouTuber. In fact, he was one of the first really to come on here and make videos for atheism. Many popular atheists like TJ, the Amazing Atheist, and others actually looked up to this guy. But praise God, he's come out of atheism. He's seen the deception and the lies of that belief system, and he's come into a relationship with God through Jesus Christ.
No, he hasn't.
And what I've done today is brought on Brother Brett here to share with you his awesome testimony about how he came out of atheism. So thanks so much, Brother Brett, for coming on. It's
Brother
such
man
a pleasure and
Brett
an
is
honor.
the man
Thanks so much.
that Brett is the man that Brother man Brett.
Okay, so this is the first time. This is probably the first time Brett is being featured in a positive light on a channel of this size, and he's still fucking laying on his belly in bed.
What are you doing, Brett?
I mean, like,
do you have
can't-
nowhere better you can sit?
You
Brett,
can
do
go
you
out
own
on
a
your
chair?
deck for this.
Yeah, do you own a chair, Brett?
Oh, here I am on my belly in my depressing room that looks like it was decorated by the 80-year-old woman in the 80s.
get this out of the way. There we go. All right, so I'm going to just leave this. You sent me this from the viewers over here. This will be in the description section for anyone interested in seeing this. The amazing atheist, TJ, is saying that he used to follow and look up to Brett.
Yep.
Okay, so just to give a little bit of validity to the influence that Brett had on the movement and the community that is the atheistic community here on YouTube. He was basically a pioneer in the movement. Such an amazing story. He's come to the Lord. So check that video out if you are interested.
Jim, how do you feel about being faced by your old enemy, the Vigilant Christian?
Yeah. Do you have anything to say to Mario, if he's listening?
I don't think he's as vigilant as he tries to come off as.
Wow.
No.
Harsh words.
To check out Brett's channel.
But
he's
he seems to be slipping a little bit because he is talking to Brett Keane.
As well, Brett.
That is true.
Awesome. So that'll all be linked up. We'll make sure
Brett
to
didn't
put
do a
that
documentary
for
on
you.
shit.
Oh my God! I
All
can
right,
only
thanks so much,
imagine
Brett,
what a
for
stroke
coming on.
fest
I'll
this
give
is
you
going to
the
be
floor now,
between these two
and
idiots.
just share with the audience here exactly how you
Fireball
got
Z.
into atheism.
Gumjorb 2, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
The time on YouTube and how you became a Christian.
All right. Whenever I was a child, I was actually a self-proclaimed Christian. I was going to church either with my mother, or I was going with my grandmother, or I was going with the people that I was in the foster homes with. See, I kept going in and out of my my family's homes because my mother was sick. She had bipolar manic depression as well as other health issues I don't want to get into. And I had lost my faith later on since my mother had committed suicide by an insulin injection. Also, a couple years later, my wife and I ended up bringing a child into the world, and my child was born disabled with meningitis.
Well, your first child was born fine.
Now, the doctors originally told us
But that's
that
not
my
the child that
was going to
matters.
die.
That's not the child that you can
And
hold
this
up as a
caused me
martyr,
and my wife
as a little suffering doll in front of you, so you can do all this duplicitous shit in the background. So your son, who's older than the child that has hydrocephalus, doesn't matter. Then we finally had a child that had hydrocephalus.
Oh no!
That's the one that Brett cares about. What a fucking leech you are.
Hold on a second. If you're taking insulin injections to take care of manic depression.
Yeah, well, she obviously had diabetes or something, and I think that for Brett Keane, the whole suicide story he just gave is dubious. Maybe she OD'd accidentally on insulin, but this whole my mom committed suicide via insulin injection. I don't buy it, Brett.
I think he got his medications crossed.
Maybe. Who cares? It's just a fantasy.
Yeah, it was
But
hey,
who better?
The 1 millionth fucking new retelling of Brett's life.
Who better to buy a fantastical narrative than the Vigilant Christian Mario?
Amen. Grieve. We were almost to the point where we were going to have a nervous breakdown. It was extremely difficult for us to deal with and challenging as partners, as companions. However, my daughter ended up surviving, and then we were told that she will end up slow for the rest of her life, completely messed up. Well, it's now 15 years later, and my daughter is making practically straight A's in her classroom.
She's also making a bundle in SSI payments, I bet,
She
Brett.
is stronger and
I bet
smarter
your daughter's
than
helping you
a lot
fund
of
that
children
lifestyle that
are
you've got
her
laying
age
around
in
on
the
your
area.
belly, not working.
And we are really blessed.
Bet that's a blessing.
We feel as though God worked in our life. that
Yeah,
God
gave
was
your
there
daughter
for
a
our
horrible
daughter
illness so
and
you could
realized
lay
that-
around and be a fucking sleazebag social leech. You know,
A blessing that unemployed Brett can
she's
maintain
slow,
a lifestyle.
guys. She has a. You know what? He's told us everything that we need to know. She's slow. I'd never heard that. I thought she had normal intelligence. So now we know she's slow. She's got hydrocephalus, which means she has a shunt in her head. He's talked about
I
that.
thought you just said she had straight A's. How is she slow?
Yeah, she must have straight A's on the special bus then, but I didn't say that. Brett did.
Well, no, he's saying that he was told she's slow, but miraculously,
I forgot. That's
she's
the
getting
manatee
straight
story.
A's
Well, whatever.
'cause,
The point being, she's got a shunt in her head forever for the rest of her fucking life. You're getting some money from Missouri on that one, aren't you, Brett?
How important she was. to the
golden
family.
waterhead.
And we've just really been blessed. God
get
has
anything
really
for the
moved
boy,
on us
though,
in
so we
this
don't mention
fashion.
him.
How are you blessed when your daughter was given a horrible illness to begin with?
Where she's got to have a tube in her
Yeah.
fucking brain
Well, he's
for the rest of her life.
because
that
the
drains
way
fluid.
it turned out, guys.
I got paid
But
to
while
sit
this
around.
was happening, while
Yeah.
she was growing up and we were having these concerns and also dealing with the suicide of my mother, it caused me to...
Wait, what?
I,
Didn't he say
I
his mother
suppose the
died
word
of
would be
cancer before?
break.
Or cancer before? Now it's suicide?
No, his grandmother died
his
of cancer.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna die. Well, one of them committed suicide. I don't remember which. Maybe it
Okay.
switches in Brett Keane's tales, but either his grandmother or mother
All right.
committed suicide, and one died of cancer.
Trying to get the story straight is kind of pointless.
It really is
My
tough.
faith was in shambles. I was shattered. So I came to YouTube thinking to myself that it wasn't so much that I lacked a belief in deities. It was that at the moment I hated God. I hated religion, and I was...
He used to make videos
Well, this is
against
totally
people.
false. This is totally false because...
Oh, my God.
I'm pretty sure his mom died long before YouTube was even a thing.
You want to know what the real story is? I came to YouTube thinking, where's a place I can hawk these shitty books? So I created a persona around atheism and made these shitty fucking pseudo-atheist novels that I wrote and tried to hook them to people for money. Tell the truth about yourself, fat boy.
Tell the truth, Brett. It was you, Brett.
was looking for a target, someone to take my anger out on. So I took it out on Christianity. I took it out on the church. I took it out on God. And I actually tried to force myself not to believe in God.
Oh, shut up.
Deep down inside of me,
He used to make
I knew
videos where he
something was
claims
there,
the
but I
exact
kept-
opposite. I've seen Brett Keane videos, and I bet there's one up on that fucking Keane Vision channel or whatever, where he's like, you know, I'm not coming out there because I hate God. I simply don't believe he exists situation. Shut up, Brett.
Well, he was lying then. Now he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Now he's telling the truth,
Lying
Paul.
fucking Brett, dude.
Truthy Brett.
I kept trying to lie to myself. I kept
Brett
trying to
tells
trick
the truth.
myself because
Never.
I felt like I needed to punish God for taking my mother and having what happened to my child.
I never give God a spank.
Punish God.
You understand what I'm saying? Are
That
you
makes
still
no
there?
sense, Brett.
Oh yeah, brother. I'm amazing. Just keep going. I'm writing down a whole bunch of stuff. I'll have a whole
Punish
bunch of
the
questions for you.
all-powerful creator of the universe.
So what ends up
fucking
happening is in my
retard.
first 2 years of doing YouTube, I was angry, I was venting, I was letting loose. I remember when I first came to YouTube, I didn't imagine that anyone was going to actually listen to me or pay attention. I was basically a redneck who was born and raised up in the city but moved out to the country. I didn't think that I had anything influential about me or inspirational. But the first time I recorded a video was called Science versus Religion, where I kind of downgrade religion and talk about how wonderful science is. And I walked away from YouTube for about 2 weeks after uploading that video. I came back and I almost had 3,000 subscribers.
Bullshit.
Just like that.
What?
So I realized...
Bullshit. Brett Keane. Oh, I've got one right here. Sorry, dude. I'm stoned and I'm holding the lighter. Brett, dude, you're claiming you made one video and got 3,000 subscribers back in 2006 when I first started watching you horseshit. No, 3,000 subscribers would have made you the king of fucking YouTube at that time. Renetto had in that number of subscribers, and he was one of the most popular things on the site. You dumb fucking manatee. Stop rebranding yourself. Yeah, you had a lot more subscribers than anybody else doing content like you at the time that I can remember. But you were a subgroup.
When there was no real competition, that's where
When
Brett
I
was.
started watching you, Brett, you had 800-900 subscribers. You quickly broke 1,000. I remember your 1,000 subscriber video.
1,000 now.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't after your first video. You walk back and there was 3,000 subs.
No, you dumb fucking liar.
There's no fucking way, dude.
Dude, you would have been the biggest sensation. YouTube would have been calling you on the phone going, let me get some of that Brett Keane. Instead, they were banning you, fat ass.
Oh.
I censored Paul.
They banned Brett.
I wasn't even hitting it. I can't rant while people hit Vader.
Shut up.
All right.
That was a lot back then.
Back then, you actually mattered. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm an obscure loser. In my trailer.
In my trailer.
DP, bringing people together.
Hey. What? Jim, could you be quiet while Scotty's hitting it? We're not allowed to rant and rave while anybody's hitting during the Vader segment. I know you don't know that.
Hey, would you stop?
Not we. Not we.
No, I said we.
Judas Priest.
I was not misquoted. Total silence, please, for this hit. Can I get the music, please, Ben?
You may not.
No.
That's fine.
No, you may not get the music.
No one cares.
God,
Paul
you know what?
sucks. Paul is
Paul.
Maybe
It's
a shit.
Dusty's coming on 28th. Maybe it's time for the Dusty, man. Maybe it's time for the fucking Dusty the White on the show, dude.
Yep. Give him his fucking
time for Dusty the
give
White.
Him his tryout,
The
dude.
Dustcast.
Dude, did you guys just realize
featuring the Drunken Peasants?
Dude, I just looked at Brett Keane and while you guys were talking about Dusty and realized they could stand side by side and do like a before and after thing.
Have you seen Fat Dusty?
Fat Dusty.
You know what?
looks a
I
lot like
retweeted
Brett.
that. I retweeted that
Oh,
the other
shit, you
day.
did do that? Okay, cool.
Let's see.
Fat Dusty.
I saw someone else, but I guess maybe you did it originally. But
Very, very Brett Keane-ish,
I
dude.
didn't make it.
Oh, okay. You just retweeted it.
It's
Yeah,
an
I saw
actual
it.
picture of him from he was way heavier.
This is pretty fucking funny.
And his hair
Oh,
hasn't dyed.
there's that.
There he is.
Oh yeah.
Holy fucking shit,
Side
dude.
by
That's
side
Christian
comparison.
Dusty.
So Brett, maybe if you become an atheist,
It's
dude,
like looking
you'll lose
into
some weight.
It's like looking into a moonless midnight sea black with squid ink. Looking at that picture, Dusty.
Wow.
Too. Like
Yeah, that was a
3,000
big
at the
deal.
time. What year was this exactly?
This was between 2006 2008. This is literally a couple years
That's
after
true.
YouTube had opened. This is when atheism and religion wasn't real big on YouTube. It was more about cat videos and hamsters on wheels, crap like that.
Right.
So,
You know nothing
so I
about
came
YouTube,
out
Brett.
and
Hamsters.
one of the things I was immediately looking for, this is one of the things that also got me popular, was
Ben, do you have a hamster?
I was looking for debates between non-believers and religious people, and I found out very quickly there wasn't very many atheists out there at all.
All right, let's watch something else.
Hamsters.
It's funny, Mario.
You don't want to watch. You don't want to watch Brett Keane talk about hamsters anymore.
It's just weird.
Talk about hamsters.
I like gerbils.
Gerbils.
Like
I don't like gerbils. I like chili peppers.
You like Volk?
But I like hamsters.
I know Mario's involved with this video, but I haven't heard him talk in a while.
That's because Brett Keane is like there's one guy on YouTube worse than me that loves hearing his own voice worse than me, and it's Brett.
I don't know. It's pretty close.
We might be neck and neck.
I don't see Brett on Periscope for 8 hours a day.
I don't know.
He doesn't have that energy, though.
Galen,
he's doing Google Hangouts for 8 hours a day.
Galen,
Brett.
I would say Galen would talk over Paul, and I would say
but at least other people
I
get
don't
to
know.
talk to him.
What about
Howard Bloom too?
What about Howard Bloom versus Galen, dude?
We gotta do it.
I have a question.
The problem is Galen. I don't know. Howard Bloom might die before Galen's healthy enough to fucking do it.
I would just mute my mic for that episode.
Galen just needs to fucking step up to the plate.
Galen, please, dude.
You always talk a big game, Galen.
Be Galen
But now it's
for
time to
us.
step up to the plate.
Galen.
We want to put Galen's blathermouth against Howard Bloom's blathermouth,
And see
we'll
what
see
the
what
clash
happens.
of the fucking Titans.
And I'm
Galen.
sure you
Clash of
guys
the
would have an
blabbermouth,
interesting
dude.
conversation too.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure you guys have a very interesting conversation.
Can I moderate that?
No.
There's no moderation.
There won't be any room for you, Jim. Like, I'm going to mute my mic that whole episode.
People will hate that episode.
So we're gonna
but
leave the
it's gonna be
studio, man.
awesome.
We're gonna be leaving the studio, getting a cup of coffee, coming back.
We could.
Not even affecting anything.
Maybe one person should stay behind to just make sure the stream doesn't fucking crash or whatever. But yeah,
No, dude.
that
ain't good.
The Chronicles of Joseph, whatever.
Yeah.
Is this that Nova Scotia guy? Oh no, this is.
Recently
fucking
announced
beast.
the Ultimate Warrior passing away at age 54. Rest in peace, Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
The gods will look after you. And
whatever.
Oh
whatever.
shit.
you
Wow.
and Ultimate Warrior, one more thing. You always have the power of the gods.
Okay.
Ultimate Warrior's dead.
That's not even-
making a video to him. I mean, I guess it's nice, but
I think he made this back right
Well,
when
yeah,
he died.
yeah. This is not even cringe to me. Like my flesh just went cold when I heard that shit. I was just like, whoa.
You fucking felt the pit of your stomach, didn't you, TJ?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just
like,
knowing the beast.
Like it clenched. Like
Shit, his butthole clenched.
God, no.
Anyway, the gods will never let you down.
What is this?
There we go.
Why do you gotta do this when you talk about the gods? This is a rule.
The gods change a bad boy, a thug. Well, bad thug. I created the good thug. So,
all right, you know what? I think there's a better video we should watch because we have like 15 minutes left.
Snapshot of that.
And
I'm a good thug.
I know TJ enjoys porn a lot.
Of course.
Here's a video from a guy that we've played on the show before. I think he's a Black Pigeon guy.
Oh.
And he's going to talk about how
pigeon shit.
Yeah.
That guy sucks.
Yeah.
VidMax. Hey, VidMax. Good guy you got with that black pigeon.
Time was when a lady was insecure about her looks, she'd go get a nose job or silicone breast implants. But with the saturation of our planet in hardcore porn, since the rise of the internet and especially broadband connections, women are looking for more unconventional beauty fixes these days. Increasingly popular procedures sees young women bleaching their anus, as well as those that are in search of the perfect vagina, seeking to beautify their genitals with a labiaplasty. In fact, the ever-ready and accessible pornography in daily life has even seen most sexually active women under 40 mimicking porn stars of old.
Why is that a problem? Yeah, I'm failing to see the issue
I have
here.
yet to see a single problem.
I mean, does this guy know about history? Look, dude, I advise you to go read back through history of the different
Kama Sutra?
the different trends. Like, for example, like in Rome, a lot of the barbarians had blonde hair, so a lot of prostitutes in Rome, guess what? They had blonde hair. Oh my God! Red hair.
You're telling me that things existed before the 80s when the internet and porn became a thing?
Yes, I am.
Scotty, no! VidMax dumped this piece of shit.
90s, women with shaved genitals was a thing one would only see
cultural
in
trends
fetish
and forces.
pornography or in Turkish women.
Yeah,
porn
not even true, but also
you know what, dude? I was not a pussy hound in the 90s, but let me break something down to you. I ate some shaved pussy in the 90s, and it wasn't porn star pussy. It was normal, everyday, average Madeira girl pussy.
Even the bitches in Madeira be shaving their pussy in the 90s.
This guy is so dumb.
It's
Does he
ready
think
access.
70s was when the bush was in. 80s was trimmed. 90s was bald.
Maybe he's just a bush guy. He likes a lot of
whatever.
He's upset, Paul. He's upset, Paul. He's upset, dude. Come on.
You guys got to get with this dude. You got to understand his pain.
Via computers have changed social courting as well as grooming customs of women and men throughout the West End. Every study I have ever come across with regards to pornography came to the same conclusion that pornography is not good for people psychologically and can also be addictive. And like other addictions,
I've come across says mercury is bad for your brain. Dude, come on. What position of authority are you speaking on this? Do you know how to read studies? What meta-analysis? You just said every study I've seen, and you're linking us to an article.
Okay.
Why don't you link us to a fucking scientific journal, dumbass?
All right, the dopamine, okay, yeah, so what? Dopamine means you're having a good time, all right? But causes the brain...
go ahead.
Causes the brain to shrink? Never heard that one before.
Yeah, you jizz so hard a little brain comes out.
How many people were in the study?
And then, over time, it's diminished.
How many people in the
little
study?
brain chunks. You ever had those jizz boogers? That's brains, dude.
Jizz boogers?
Yeah, dude.
No, TJ.
Damn, that
you know what?
hit
There's
home.
never been a hard fucking border to this podcast, but jizz boogers are it. Why? I've had jizz boogers. Dude, have you ever had a double streamer?
That explains everything.
Have you ever TJ?
Paul's had jizz boogers. That explains
TJ,
everything.
have you ever let me sing a little song to you. It's real quick. Early in the morning, rise to take a piss. Got the double streamer, one made it, one missed. You ever had a hard night of fucking and wake up and you got pussy boogers? Or Cumberg boogers
I don't
or whatever
know.
that is.
I know I've fucking shot out piss that just goes in like 8 different directions.
Yeah. Paul,
cum boogers.
If it's just
returns,
boogers, that
prompting
means it's
the
pieces of your brain.
Yeah, it's
user to increase the dose with more extreme content. But as our grinder, Tinder using, shaved clams sporting, Brazilian fart porn consuming, thrice fapping
There's
daily
damn
porn soap
millennials.
reality, it really
Oh
was
my
only a
God,
matter of
did you need
time
to
until
use that
social
many fucking
scientists
adjectives?
came along
Yes,
and
he did.
explained how being drenched in porn is actually a good thing. According to clinical psychologist David J. Lay, only a tiny minority, less than 1% of people experience life consequences or problems due to their sexual behaviors. But between 7 to 13% of people worry about controlling their sexual behaviors. He claims that people who identify as porn addicts don't actually watch more porn than other people, they just feel worse about it. And he goes further. He states consistently these struggles are traced back to the beliefs that people hold about sex, masturbation, and porn. These are the beliefs and values these people were taught in school, in abstinence-only education, at home, by parents scared to talk to their kids about sex, and at church, where any sex other than heterosexual monogamy has been condemned. He argues that porn can provide
Yeah, that's how Canadians.
Canuckistan. But is he against us or is he with us? Do I have to eat crow on this guy?
No, he's against us.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's listen.
Benefits to the user if they examine their values, change their behaviors, and the onion, watch more porn. Why watch more porn? Well, according to Lay, watching porn makes men more egalitarian, more supportive of women and men sharing roles and work, less acceptable.
Okay, how about I have an alternative theory to this this argument whether or not porn is the solution to all life's problems or the cause behind them.
Neither.
Maybe it's just something you look at and jerk off and then you move on with your life.
That's how I've always used it.
Maybe that's what it
Any
does.
of you guys look to porn. Well, you know what? No, I'll cop to something, TJ.
I'm more egalitarian now after I jerked off to this tranny midget porn.
I will cop to something, TJ.
I feel so much more egalitarian.
I believe you've
I'm more
done that.
fair-minded.
Yeah, me too.
dude.
Because I watched porn as a young man.
Yeah.
When I finally did get laid, I knew how to fuck the bitch doggy style and missionary.
So porn is
I
educational.
knew how to get a blowjob, put my hand on the back of the bitch's head in a
You know
pleasing
what?
way.
That's true for
You
me
know what?
too.
So I did take a little something from porn.
Guys,
Porn taught me stuff.
I want to thank porn.
Yeah,
man.
what's up?
I only watch porn for the articles. Oh wait, no, that's read Playboy. Fuck.
Oh, Jim, you just
Damn.
revealed. Everybody knows you're a zoo monkey jerking off over there, Jim.
Spanking his monkey.
That's
dude.
why you're so quiet, and then you chime in every once in a while because you're in between loads.
Yeah, that's
No, it's because of the jizz boogers. My brain's shrinking.
They also
Oh,
become more accepting of sexual diversity and less stigmatizing toward homosexuality. They become less religious and may even experience more crisis of faith.
Sweet. Cool.
Enjoying porn
is good.
leads to people changing their beliefs about sex and gender, and in some cases rejecting the dogmatically rigid sex gender values
yeah, sounds good.
they were taught in church.
Where are the problems?
So, in effect, yet again, another social scientist is espousing values that reject traditional
showing
gender
this.
roles, speak of causing a crisis of faith in people as a
So he's
side
against us,
benefit
then?
of porn, and celebrates people rejecting
Try
it.
to make your point.
Yeah,
while
you know what,
showing
dude?
this.
Like, there's a lot of
It's not
people out there.
traditional.
I'll speak for myself. I was nervous as fuck the first time. I don't know about you guys. You guys want to pretend you were Don Juan and shit your first time, but I was nervous as fuck my first time fucking. Like, I was like crazy nervous. Now, it wasn't. I'm not claiming that it was great, but it was made better because I'd seen porn before I fucked. Because I knew kind of what to expect, at least from a visual standpoint, and how it worked, and how, like, I'd seen people do it enough times to where I could approximate that. You know what I mean? How is that a bad thing in anybody's life?
It is.
I mean, look, guys. If Paul had not seen porn, he probably wouldn't even know what to do with
And
his
this
fucking
guy,
dick.
this
he
black,
wouldn't have known.
This black pigeon dude is sitting there telling us.
Sitting there.
Yeah, he's sitting there. He's sitting there. No, he's acting like, oh shit. Scotty, you made me lose my fucking train of thought again, you piece of shit.
No more
This is
space
fucking-
station
this
for
is fucking
TJ.
great, dude.
TJ lost his space station, and now it's over for him.
No,
Ben, But Ben, I was texting Gurgi, and
I can't say
he's
there's
got
a new friend.
He's got a new friend
Every
coming
fucking
in.
person says sitting there. God damn it.
He's got a new friend.
There's no other way to say certain fucking sentences.
Sit there, sat there, sat there,
Situation?
sit
You
there.
got a new friend
Situation,
coming,
individual,
TJ?
situation, individual, sit there, sat there, sit
No, but
there,
this guy is
sat there.
bringing up. Oh no, people are having a crisis of faith because of porn. Which one I don't think is fucking true. But even if it is, yeah, that is a good
It's
thing.
self-manufactured if they are.
They're thinking about their faith more critically. Yeah, good.
Teachings of
How's
the
that
church.
bad, retard?
Slyly, no word on mosque, synagogue, or temple. Reprogramming ourselves
He
to
said less
dismiss
religious.
our shame and dispense of any
Yeah,
social
it didn't
values
say
as they
Christianity, stupid. It said they were less religious.
Less religious.
So they had crisis of faith. So yeah.
pertain to sexuality that have incidentally held our society together for millennia.
I stopped listening to this
And
guy. I'm just
after
looking at this chick in the
all
video.
of this, watching porn will make
What is
our
this?
society
Things have worked in the past.
Well, whether intended or not, these arguments and the results they engender are fairly consistent when it comes to cultural Marxists and their desire for utopia.
Okay, this guy's a retard.
Yeah.
I really do hate this motherfucker.
No, you should. He's absolutely
For a
terrible.
second there, because he was reading an article that had sensible shit in it, I was like, oh, maybe he trolled me. No, you're just a douchebag. This has nothing to do with cultural Marxism. This has to do with the fucking persecution complex that religious people have in this country. They think anything that's against what they believe is against them, fundamentally.
Christianity is under siege
Porn
on
is
all
just
sides.
fine. You know what, dude? I'm all for regulation of the porn industry, because there is shit that goes on in porn that I don't agree with. The bottom of that is child abuse,
Paul.
which we've talked about before here. But like even young girls, like 18-year-old girls just turned 18, will get lured to LA by people that are like, dude, you want to be an actor? Come on down, we'll be an actor. They tell their parents are dumb. They go, here's $2,000, Molly, go to LA. And she sets up in LA, and all of a sudden 2 weeks later she's on drugs and fucking somebody for money. And then when they get that like first timers photo shoot done, they ship her back to mom. Now there needs to be a contract for these people, these sex workers of all types, that guarantees them a certain amount of fair pay and no dumping them. So at least if there's going to be a job fucking for an 18-year-old girl or boy, at least they have a job like normal people. Like they can go in expecting some level of fucking pay and decent care. Like no firing me for no reason.
No jizz boogers.
No jizz boogers. No lying
jizz
to me. No telling me.
Sex worker rights.
Yeah, no telling me, hey, you're coming to work at McDonald's and then opening it up and it's a big cow farm where I have to shovel shit.
No dumping videos. I'm not into fecal matter.
Broken families,
This is the worst.
loose relationships, malleable minds, and
Cultural
shattered
The downfall
societies.
of our
But
culture.
where social science gives contradictory
Hey guys, every time you guys jerk off to porn, what you're really doing is cultural Marxism.
Dude, this is such an idealization of the past.
Cultural
It used to be
Marxism.
everyone was done, married, and happy back in good old Christian
Remember when
times.
everything used to just
You
be
guys-
perfect?
It wasn't, dumbass. You didn't live in those fucking
You guys see
times.
that?
They weren't perfect.
You guys see that brain right there? That's a brain that has never watched porn.
See how big it is?
Shit.
Yeah, you see how big it is?
Fuck, dude. Maybe we should stop watching porn, Paul.
I know.
Fuck, my
Thanks
God.
to porn, Paul's brain is the size of
He
a
acts
walnut.
like porn. He acts like porn is this deviant, like child abusey, rapey, incesty, weird thing that changes people's brains. Right? Here's the reality about porn. And TJ, I know you watch a lot of internet porn too, so you can back me on this. If there's like an incest scene between two people who are clearly not related, they're two porn actors.
Consensual.
What is usually like? How do they usually do that conceit in mainstream porn, TJ?
I don't know.
You know what they do? They go, oh, my stepson. Oh, your father went to the store. Stepson has a boner. Let me just, oh, my. They don't want to have anything to do with incest, even though it's not illegal to pretend that you're fucking a brother if you're not.
Brother. Paul knows a lot about incest.
I do. Honestly, it's a subgenre of porn that I hold interest in. I like a little bit of incest porn. I like that, ooh, my bad stepmom with her big tits walked in on me and I was jerking off.
Well, hold on a second, though. Stepmom, is that really incest porn?
No, it really isn't. But that's what you, like, if you go, like, on whatever it is you use, fucking Pornhub or whatever, and you search, like, mom, son...
You're going to get like, ooh, stepson, come here and let me, oh, your dad's at the store. Let me just help you come real quick.
I figure I'd see some kind of like...
So, dude, we found Paul's fucking...
Well, that's one of them. You found one of them. I have many little subgenres I'm into. I'm a porn connoisseur.
Figure I'd see like, some kind of monster. I am mom's son.
Mom's son. No, they don't ever show that.
So I think we're probably going to do a post show this time, right?
Cool, post show.
And I think we're going to cover that fake Sagan video.
Okay.
The Palm Jam one.
The Porm Jorm video.
Porm Jorm.
Hashtag Porm Jorm Gate.
So you guys can check that out on our SoundCloud page.
Jim, are you going to hang in there with us for that?
Yeah,
He's
sure.
pretty drunk, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, he can do it. I believe in Jim. Jim will be there, guys.
I don't like alcohol.
Check us out in the post show right after this.
I will be here.
Believe
Good
in
night,
Jim.
YouTube.
The Black Cauldron.